What's up, man? Immediately. Ready. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're having a great night. We will be getting right into the grinding. Back a little bit. Right. Let's get this going. Alright. Everybody, begin. Get the YouTube up over on this side. Oh, who was there? Lurks. What's up, Max? Max. Max, boy. Fix that. Why it's fucking weird. What in the actual fuck? Why did that end up? What's up, Max? Right. Sorry, everybody. I'm just checking out the. Here. Alright, so let me check out what the top this is for a second. Really? Really? I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense the way it looks like shit. What's up, Max? It's so fucking strange. Like, I don't get that at all. Why is this changing to the font? I have it on the regular font. Okay. Max, what? I'm not giving you any more treats, dude. You eat so many treats every night. It's not good. What? Oh, what? Fuck. That's fucking funny. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome.
Hey, what do you think about my camera?
Give me a moment, please. I'm having wet lip issues right now.
Okay.
Like, I'm feeling very wet lip right now.
I still can't believe that's what like that that one girl's house looks like.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Becky's.
Becky? Oh, yeah. I fucking knew that. I saw that shit. That's crazy. Yeah.
Testing. Hello. I'm just testing this out real quick.
Yeah, you
Need to. I'm testing on my end. Okay. Hello. Okay, I think that's fine.
Yeah, I'm having fucking issues.
Oh, it was set to my webcam microphone. That's why it was moving a lot for the detection.
Hmm.
I think. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Trying to figure out why my shit's acting so stupid on my end. Like, what the fuck?
That should be good.
Hmm.
Maybe, I don't know yet. Damn, bitch, you live like this?
What's up, Max? Alright, I'm at this point just gonna leave it the way it is. I gotta figure out how to make this fucking the name fucking smaller. Motherfucker. Yeah. Well, that's the way it's gonna have to look for now. Oh, bless you, man.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna masturbate.
You're fired. You're hired. You're fired
Yeah,
again.
right. Now you're retired.
Whoa, ass ahoy.
Let's that can get locked.
Hold on 1 sec.
Yeah.
Damn. Hi, welcome back.
I went up and I said subscribe to Black Sheep.
Oh my god. Welcome.
Hello,
He's
welcome.
Welcome. It's here.
Hey,
How you doing? Welcome.
you might hear the radio in the background, but that's just because I'm at work.
Okay.
How you doing tonight?
Think I just working. What are you guys up to?
Just back.
To the channel.
Playing some games.
Welcome.
Right
What's up,
on.
Black Sheep?
I'm good.
Oh, I
Yo,
went
how
up.
did you?
I went up to V Dog. Subscribe to Black Sheep. So
Yo, I'm
that's
telling
probably why
you.
they're down
I'm
here.
telling you. That is so fucking funny. Like, you guys don't understand how many. When you
where the
guys
fuck am I?
fucking
Oh,
do
shit.
that, like, I find it funny.
Shit.
I don't know how much everyone else finds it funny, but I find it fucking like that's gold to me. That shit's funny. I love it. I absolutely appreciate it.
Level 22.
Yo, how did you do the avatar thing on the camera? That's pretty cool.
So my avatar is it was custom made by my one friend, and it reacts whenever I talk. I'm still tweaking it a little tiny bit, but it's it's really easy to set one up. I need to make this go down a bit more, so whenever I'm talking, it doesn't keep like jumping. But
See, I mean, it's super
okay,
cool,
okay,
man.
hello, hi. So yeah, so like I wanted to like whenever I'm not like
Yeah.
I wanted to like if I'm talking, it just like it does that. But I'm just trying to tweak it a little bit more here. It's one of those things where I'm just like ever since they updated the program, I have to tweak it a bit.
See, so
Alright.
they're not really hard to make.
Ah, it's fucking medium
Um,
height. Fuck.
They don't cost too much.
Those-
I don't think they are. My friend charged me. Well, my friend gave me a deal. He gave it to me for like $25. But
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a hell of a
these
deal.
ones are a lot easier to make than like an actual V2ing model.
Oh yeah, like the live 2D ones.
Yeah, like, kind of like Live 2D.
What's my chef so full?
How's everyone doing tonight? You guys good?
Yeah.
Uh,
Hold on.
yeah.
I'm fucking hungry.
Yeah.
I'm just nervous about leaving my cat at home because I have no power yet, so I can't see on the camera like what's going on.
It's understandable.
22 Bravo, 3 Millie to Bravo, 3 radio check, shot my knee, purple.
Yeah, you might hear the radio time to time. Sorry about that.
Oh, you good?
Now I.
And then Bravo region 10 to shot by knee, 243. Radio P4, 6, affirmative on that one.
Dean's
No, I'm
car
going
is
to the
down,
other
but-
channel. I don't want to live radio on my stream.
Oh,
See how later.
yeah.
2, 4, 5, 3 people.
I didn't even know somebody was live streaming.
Oh, you're good. If I need to turn you down a little, it's all what I'll do. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. I'm like one of the least bothered people. It just like, trust me, I'm weird like that. Like, as long as it's not like crazy, everyone's talking on top of each other every 5 fucking seconds. I'm a happy person. You know what I mean?
No, I hear it.
And yeah, I am screaming, but I got so many other fucking sounds in this goddamn fucking thing going on.
Yeah. Does that sound better? That's weird, though.
Oh, Cook, I wrote to you in DMs.
Right. Oh no, you didn't do that.
Oh, okay, good. I was worried.
Why would you think that you did?
I don't know. It's just sometimes I don't know. It just feels like sometimes I have anxiety, and it's sometimes.
I get that. I have
yeah.
really bad anxiety too, so I get that.
Yeah, and plus I have like autism, and I can't really pick up on social cues well. So
Yeah,
you know, there's
sorry.
that.
There's nothing to worry about, love. I get like that too, so.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna just go out on a limb here, or on a whim. Like, you're fine.
Okay.
I don't even need to I probably know exactly what you're saying. I don't even need to have you say it. You're fine. Don't worry about anything.
Okay.
There's no worries.
Okay.
So I got an update on my model I'm getting.
Well,
A new one.
LB.
I'll post it in the side chat here.
Okay.
Obey me.
So the guy told me if I wanted more functionality to it in the future, that I can pay him, I think it's like $300 something for it.
Alright.
So it'll be more like a VTuber at that point.
Yeah.
But I don't have $300 something to pay him right away,
Yeah.
so he's saving up for it.
Yeah. Okay, I got a question. Okay, I got a question. Where is he tonight? Where is he tonight? Say it. Where is he tonight? Local
without
podcast.
looking- well, he's over in Lolcow probably.
Yeah.
No, we're both wrong.
Oh, we're both wrong, huh?
Yeah, he's not over there right now.
Ah.
He was over there earlier because I joined.
Oh. Alright.
Yeah,
Good,
so-
good. Alright.
Where's my audio? Open up Mixer.
Yeah, if you could, throw me a tab. That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Should I do a live Black Sheep cam as well?
Oh my god. Wooka, you're ridiculous. That'd be funny. That'd be really funny. I don't know how to react to things except to laugh. That shit, like I like that. That, like, I find that super flattering.
Hold on, I need to do something. Okay, what program is it COD that's doing it? Hold on.
Yeah.
Now.
Technically, I'm only going to just have like
By the way, figure it out. Using focuses is a good idea as well if you want to have more mana regen.
Alright.
Yeah, so if you're looking to like instead do that, like I completely understand where the differences are set with that. You're going for more spell power anyways.
Yeah.
Good idea. Trying out an antler focus. It seems to be working out. Got pretty decent stat on it, so it's like, why not, right? So I can totally see that working out for you. Let's see. The Daily Show. The Definitely. What? So what y'all been up to? I see that you're doing your security job. How's that going?
Yeah. Just started.
Yeah.
I'm on my way to a 7-Eleven for one of the hits, and then have you seen the movie Equalizer 3?
I seen The Equalizer.
Well, the third one has this actress that's in there. Got her name, but she also played in this like Tim Burton's like Clay movie
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing, and she was like the little girl or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyways, I got to go to her house after a couple more hits. I walk around. I see her now here and there, here and there.
Yeah.
She's pretty nice.
Cool.
Most people don't really talk to her, but she stops for me because, like, I actually check, like, behind her pool gate, like, where all the plumbing is at and everything. A lot of people don't do it.
Yeah.
She always tells me, like, oh, you know, thank you, I appreciate you and stuff. I met her mom one time because she was out of town and the alarm went off and it was a false alarm, so that was good.
Oh, that's cool. Good shit, dude.
Yeah, it's weird to actually be inside celebrity houses. I try not to think of them as a celebrity. I try to think of them as like a normal human being and not.
Well, they are.
Well, they are, but most people get overexcited. Like, I met everybody I always wanted to meet. The only person I haven't met yet is Sylvester Stallone, but one of my friends is trying to work that out for me. So, I met Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's like fucking good.
From the 90s. I met Chuck Norris, Adam Sandler, like all those communities. Like, just like the only one I'm missing is Stallone, but he moved to Florida. His daughter.
Yeah.
And for the Stallone show, and she has to go all the way to Florida.
Yeah.
Like last minute to do the makeup. So when they demand it, like she got to jump on the plane and go.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. But she's working on it for me to get the other guy stuck because she get a lot of trouble. So she tries to like not really ask straightforward, but she's gonna try to like hint it to them because you got to sign agreements just like in this job. We have to sign an agreement that it's like a TNA or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's keeping your mouth shut about what you're doing, who you're working with, basically, right? Like it's to keep people from saying certain things, or you know, not like a.
I can talk to you guys. I can't tell you like where their address is at.
Okay. Yeah. I got you. It's good.
Yeah, so right now I'm at the 7-Eleven. There's actually a lot of crazy homeless people that actually come here. You gotta remove them. It's sad to remove them because a lot of them are mentally ill. Yes,
Yeah.
But a lot of them just out of their mind. You can tell the ones that use drugs and the ones that are just not all there. And I feel bad. And a lot of times, if I can, I try to offer them like, you know, some water or something. Cause they're human too. You know, it's like. They just went through some trauma and they just never got over it.
Well, I got you on that. Yeah, California is almost like New York in a way. Or vice versa. Right? Yeah, I'm in New York, dude. I see that shit all the time when I hit the city.
So, do you live in it?
Nah, I live on Long Island. We got homeless people out here too. They're definitely more taken care of than they are in the city.
Oh, I believe.
Or at least better. At least a little better. I feel like there's more places here than just the city, dude. There's a lot of people here still, but.
I never hear people talk much about the countryside, except for like, I don't know why I started saying things. Rich, basically, and so, and now you're telling me, kind of like, not in the city, but like out of the city.
Yeah.
And, I looked at boxes, I mean, some of them are run down, you have to fix them up, but, from what I've seen on the streets and stuff, it looks pretty nice. It kind of looks like something.
Yeah.
Macomb County. So how's that game going? You still playing that demo?
I'm playing the early release of PoE2. Yeah, it's great right now, dude. I'm telling you. It's hard, and where I'm at right now in the game is extremely hard. But like, I'm trying to build a guild that has enough like equipment and gear to help everybody out that ends up getting the game.
Gotcha.
Yep. So once everyone gets the game, it'll be like easier for them.
When does it come out?
It comes out for everyone when it's like free. It has a 6-month period, so I'm thinking like what, July, I would guess.
Oh dang, you got the game way ahead of time.
The reason I did it was so I could actually help people that want to play when it comes out.
I see.
I got a
So is
free
it
copy,
PC?
but I keep forgetting to play it.
Listen, if you need the help, you can ask.
I know. I keep forgetting to ask too. That's the thing.
Well, I am around. You know what I'm on.
So what does you guys prefer, like, places to play video games at?
My house.
I play on the PlayStation usually, but PC is pretty good too.
I play at my house on my PC. I have nothing else. I stopped playing Xbox. I do play one. I have Balatro on my phone. Alright? I caved in. I put Balatro on my phone. I like that game on my phone. That's it.
Awesome.
I think that if I don't get, like, the next Steam Deck thing that comes out, yeah. I think that might be the one thing that I end up, getting as a handheld. Yeah. And honestly, that'll be after I get the 5090 anyways. My PC comes first. Yeah.
I see. So do you guys prefer the PC because it's just easier to upgrade and it's powerful? Or is it just because you have selection of games? I know she said that you prefer the PlayStation, I think.
So I am a PC builder.
Okay.
And my PC should be considered absolutely top of the line, like that you could get. Considered one of them,
Like a supercomputer, right?
Without like Threadripper, yeah, and like a 4090. I have a 3090 and a Ryzen 9 7950 X3D with 128 gigabytes of RAM, with the best motherboard you could get with for the basically quote unquote quoting everybody because they're fucking words. And want to know what? It's nice when you can do things yourself. So, like, I taught myself to build PCs, and I have something that'll last me forever at this point. For the foreseeable future.
Alright.
I'll buy a 5090. I could get it, I upgrade my CPU in the next, like, I'd say, like, like 5 years, 6 years.
Hey, can you hear me, Black Sheep?
Oh, yeah, I definitely can.
Okay, yeah, my microphone fucked up. So,
Damn.
unplug it, plug it back in.
Damn. That sucks.
Yeah. But, yeah, PC is the way to go.
That's cool. I wish I knew how to do the whole thing.
I have a video coming out for PC building.
I have to watch it because my thing is like I could take controllers apart and fix them, and I can fix my console. But like I don't know why, but I think I'm intimidated by PC.
I can teach you. I could teach you how to build a PC easy, 100%. Like I am that confident, And you say ADHD, I have ADHD, and bro, trust me. Trust
Yeah,
me.
and the thing is, like, we could sit down and work with your budget no matter what.
That
if you actually
too.
wanted to build one.
That on top of it, like this. Hi, I am Black Sheep. I'm a PC builder. Nice to meet you.
Like you can if you actually wanted to get like a starter PC that has like decent specs, you can get your foot in the door for like I don't want to say 500, but around $600 probably, if you really budget your stuff.
Gotcha.
Yep. But yeah, dude, it could be done. We could make things work.
Well, once I get myself back on track after all this is over with, probably during the summer, I'll definitely be asking you. I'll definitely watch the videos and stuff too, just so you can use as well.
Hell yeah. Thank you. I'll tell you, I will help you at any step of the way. 100%. Without
I'm listening. I have to just turn off the camera for now, but I hear you
good.
guys.
Oh, you good. But seriously, I got your back.
Right on, man. That'd be cool. I want to learn some new stuff. I do like everything that I see that everybody can do. It's just so complicated, like Streamlabs and all those kind of things. I just have a hard time with certain things.
No, I get that. I'm trying not to die. That's why I almost died. That's exactly the reason why I almost died. Get ass fucked. Get fucking reamed. Get fucking touch, especially. And when you need a fucking doll. Get out of here. Don't touch me. I don't like you. Hey, you're frozen. Haha, now I'm gonna abuse you. I'm gonna really abuse you. I'm gonna fucking abuse the crap out of you. I'm abusing you. Get abused. Get abused. Get abused.
Do you guys play Call of Duty at all?
Oh my god.
I play it.
You play it?
Ah!
Yeah.
My gamer
Holy
tag
shite.
name is my username. So if you want to add me, I'll be down to play some COD with you.
Oh, Call of Duty? Are you Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Can't believe I just went
So
through
when my
that.
Trying to like.
when my
Trying to like.
Oh,
leave later
they're
or
not
anything.
they're not home right now, Monica.
Ah, damn. Okay.
Yeah, they're at work.
Damn. Oh, damn. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot people have work. I'm like,
Nice
damn. I
burp.
forgot people have work.
yeah. So once my internet power pass up pop back up, be down to play some games with you guys.
Yeah, please come. Thanks.
Can you guys hear me fine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I went in the elevator. I had to check this big apartment. It's like 5 stories high. I had to walk through the whole building to check it all out.
There you go. Nice. Yeah, I actually would have had like a security job. That got fucked up. Yeah. Life, you live life and you learn and you just continue to move through it, and then life goes on. It just keeps moving on.
Yeah, but you're really not missing anything. I mean, it's an
I
easy
know.
job.
I trust me. I would have had a. It would have been interesting. I don't know where I would have been at this point. So that's a whole different part of my life. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Was that before or after the cleaning job?
Before. Yeah, a lot of my cleaning job lasted like almost like 5 years.
Damn.
Yeah. I was fucking cleaning up everything you could possibly imagine. Hey, Dogsy, how you doing?
Good, man. How you guys doing?
Pretty darn good.
Good.
So, what was you gonna say?
Oh, No, go ahead. You're good.
Oh no, I cut you off. What was you gonna say?
Oh, I just how y'all doing? I forgot.
We're good. We're good. I'm good. Chilling. I've just started hit the streaming a little bit ago, and at this point we are trying to grind to 73. Hopefully I don't fucking die.
Nice.
Really difficult. Really
So,
difficult.
I wanted to ask, what's your guys' opinion on the maybe TikTok ban?
I'm cool with that. I don't like.
Honestly, yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like the service provider. It's the best way I can put it. I don't like it at all.
I mean, I get that, but like the thing is, I think people should have the choice to that they want to go with the information to the Chinese government. They should be able to.
Okay, good for them. I'm part of
I mean,
like
HLC.
being inside of that. I mean, being inside of the United States and wanting to do business with the United States. Yeah, and they don't abide to the rules of the United States. Fuck right off. Welcome to America. Sorry,
Well,
not sorry.
political.
Don't use our country for your benefit when it's doing actual damage in different ways.
McConnell reporting outside the resident.
I couldn't understand you.
No, you're good. I turned on the radio so you don't have to.
Oh, no, I thought you were talking to us.
I was like,
oh shit. Yeah, no, I thought you were talking to us, man. Yeah, but seriously though, like I'm not a fucking fan of anything coming from that area.
So, your question to the TikTok, I don't really think it comes down to them knowing what we do. Our president used TikTok, okay? I think it's more where it's not controlled by America to get their greedy hands on more money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, a lot of companies, like especially American companies, they already do everything that TikTok does.
Yep.
But, like when it comes to like, and like, to be honest, like, I think they don't. China doesn't have access to. They could have access to the data, but it's like a.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Right there. Right there. That right there. I love that. The way you just sounded. That makes every little bit of that if and could and possibly and more than 99.9% likely they probably are stealing everyone's information. Let me just be realistic about it. Everybody does it anyways in other companies that are American owned though. Yeah, they sell the data. Come on, that's what they make their money.
Yeah, and then like most of the game companies are either owned by most of the game companies are owned, if not by all of the companies.
So, Amar, I can tell you this is PoE2 is technically Tencent owns part of the company, so
Tencent owns a lot of companies.
Yeah, they really do. So it's like you can support it in one way or another. There's always Big Daddy at the end, right?
Oh, but what the thing is though, none of these other like things that Tencent is working on is getting banned. It's just TikTok. Why is it just TikTok?
Because it's not. I guess
because of China. Because it has the China name to it.
But also, like we've seen a precursor to this as well. With what happened this year with them getting rid of some states getting rid of unsavory apps. I mean, unsavory website. I'm talking about porn, by the way.
I'm gonna say that or not. You can say porn all day on this one. I tell you,
the corn hub got banned in some of the states, and it's like we give them an inch, and it's like, oh, they're thinking about it because of the kids. You know, that's
on this part of the fucking website. No kids should be on this part of the website if that's the case. Oh God.
Yeah,
Holy
there's
fuck.
oh, you
Make more
18?
money. You would make more money. They would make more money if they did that. Like fuck.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Like if they allowed the actual people to be like people and just fucking be weird as fuck. And like, okay, kids are on internet. Why not just fucking ban kids from using the internet? Outright. If you want to act like that.
Well, that kind of already.
That's not going to happen.
Then there's a fucking problem with the logic here. You know, like you want to make more money.
But a lot of stuff. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say a lot of stuff in the history is just like think of the kids.
Yeah, well, I don't want to think of the kids. That's fucking weird. Why think of kids when you're trying to be an adult in life? Like, fuck, fucking creepy.
Well, here's
creepy.
Here's the gray area. Here's the gray area with the ban is you're like in my honest opinion, and I've said this for many years. This is just my personal opinion. Like, you know, and I know social media has some good aspects to it, but I think that social media will be the downfall of our society, and it's already shown.
Been doing it,
but you know, so for me, like TikTok being banned, you know, I think that a lot of things on TikTok, you know, like it's become so big. But then again, so is YouTube. But YouTube is like, because everything on TikTok is now on YouTube Shorts. Yeah. So it's the same difference. But here's the thing, though, and this is where it gets gray: is you're essentially banning free speech. You're. I know there's other platforms where you could have that, but like you're essentially banning a place where people can be creative, and that's where the moral gray area goes. Like, take the China aspect out of it. Like, I know that's hard for people to like.
No, I agree with you 100%.
Well, okay. So my thing is though, with the China aspect, is that they're taking American data and doing whatever the fuck they want with it. They can.
But so is American.
Yeah, but that's American. You're just putting it as, well, just the same thing, but you're just saying it on this aspect. So take the China out of it. Fucking take it out of China. Fucking done, right?
Yeah.
Remove us from that, and you got it. Bingo, bingo. That's the aspect that they're not doing though. They're not going to do that though. They're not going to do that though. So you know.
Well, what's to say
I get what Black Sheep is trying to say though. Like that's the thing.
They don't want to do it. Why? Why wouldn't China want to do that? Why don't China want to do that? Huh?
Because they make less money, of course.
Fuck their money. We live in the United States. Fuck Chinese money. They don't want to fucking work to better their relationship with us. Then they're not gonna sell it. They're gonna be banned. Fuck it, dude. Like we have hardcore shit to worry about. That's not a fucking app. Like it's.
But what's? Then why are we banning
what's to say that?
Place, then?
Say again.
Why are we banning apps in the first place then?
Because there's some that are used for malicious acts.
Well, then we should ban Facebook and Twitter.
I agree with you if that's the case. So
that's a good point.
I still would agree with you. There's no point for that. That I'm just adding on top of it that it's not used by what's Facebook is used by United States government, right? But so TikTok is used to siphon data from the people in the United States, which.
But what's to say that they're not going to get that data?
Elsewhere?
What's to say they're not going to get that data from other U.S. companies? What's to say that these U.S. companies?
Hold on. That brings up a point. Like all these companies sell data anyways.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Why the fuck? So if China really wanted that data, they could just go buy it off someone.
That's the thing. If they go buy it off someone, now there's a trail that people can follow. This is why there are hackers. And there's a whole bunch of other fucking government actors that see these things. There's ways to make sure that the Chinese government doesn't just spy on United States citizens, the soil, the fucking companies that reside on the United States soil. It's all about territory and bro. Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I deal with it. I deal with hearing this shit all day long. I'm just gonna tell you right now. If you're gonna say something about data and sharing and selling, it's better to fucking keep it in America and see that it comes out of America and find out where it comes out of America and goes to. All right? I'm sorry.
No, I understand that.
I
I
don't
get
really
that.
think it has to do with data. I really think it has to do with wood spreading really quick and like actual like truth spreading around real quick. Because Facebook and them is censoring a lot of stuff. Now,
That's
Mark Zuckerberg just said, "Oh, we're gonna be like X, where we have a community or whatever." So they're gonna
They're
change
bad
their
actors.
thing.
Facebook has been bad actors for years. That's nothing new. And if anyone uses the Facebook aspect of it, it's like, I get you, but we've already known this for fucking years. TikTok is a new boy on the block, and they're Jake, and they should have been stopping this. They should have been stopping this shit back like before MySpace. You know what I mean? Like realistically.
I never knew that Facebook was fucking bad for me because growing up, I didn't even realize it. I just wanted to hang out with my stepsisters growing up on Facebook. Got a ton of people
That's where it starts.
me.
But exactly. That's where it starts though. That's where it starts. It's true. Yeah.
It starts out as an innocent thing. Yeah, but I mean unfortunately that's the internet, and I'm not saying like you don't deserve that. No one deserves that at all. But that's unfortunately the internet. If you put yourself out there publicly, even if you're doing it to talk to
myself out there publicly. That's the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And that's why like I don't really like I mean it sucks because but at the same time and this is the problem is like Facebook is an easier avenue to interact with your stepsisters and your friends and family instead of just calling them. It's like you could update your stuff. Like I get that that's a cool thing, but at the same time, like we're now having a middleman to what was originally 25 years ago a phone call,
or a written fucking hand message,
or
a fucking
card.
email. Even email. Let's just even add email. Oh my god.
I wanted to hang out with my family and friends on Facebook, and
see, that's where it is.
With them, it's not like I was far away.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I get that. And I'm the same way. Where like I have old friends on Facebook that I haven't spoken to in forever that are from high school, but and it sucks. Like it really does that you can't just have it be innocently like online where you just can enjoy what it's offering, but it becomes so much more toxic because if you invite more toxic people into that, then it's going to become a toxic place. That's why me personally, I can never be on YouTube or have a more of a social media presence outside of this. Discord is pretty much the only social media quote unquote presence I have. I don't have a YouTube.
That's the thing.
Hold on. We're taking a step back. Hold on. We're okay. So, Monaco, why are you upset? I just want to know. I zoned out for a little tiny bit.
Wait, really? You've just been zoning the fuck out? Really? Well, we're like fucking, we're all fucking blasted off over here, and you're fucking la la.
Yeah.
We're talking.
Monaco, I'm not
because Monaco's getting really upset.
Sorry.
I can tell.
I mean, we're having real conversation. Sorry, not sorry. Real conversation. I respect Monaco's actual feelings on that. You know what I mean? I'm one person that doesn't. I deleted my Facebook a long time ago. I don't have a Facebook. I have an Instagram.
Yeah,
no Facebook.
I don't have a Twitter. I have an Instagram, but I rarely am on it. But just Monaco, if I made you upset in any way, I apologize. Like I wasn't trying to upset you in any way. I was just trying to.
Conversation.
What's that?
You're fine.
Okay.
I can just tell Monica was getting a little bit agitated with
No, and yeah,
how the
Yeah, nah.
conversation was going.
and I'm not, I'm trying to just, share a different,
I just brought this up
perspective.
because I just wanted to ask a quick opinion about what you guys think of the TikTok ban, and it just all cycled into this.
Hey, remember,
It's cycled into this.
remember what it is. It is semi-political.
But
I mean,
unfortunately, that's the route
technically,
it goes down.
It's semi-political. But it's U.S. politics. It's world politics, actually. Let's be real about it. It's world politics, United States based.
I just wanted to, I just been like
Thinking about it.
The whole situation.
I like talking about it.
The whole situation is just
interesting, right? It's very interesting to see where everything's going.
It just seems like, to me, it just seems like censorship, and I just don't really like that.
It is.
That's exactly what it is. It's censorship. But that's already happening anyway. It's at what level do you?
I get why.
I will say it's censorship, and hopefully for the right reason. So for
I get
banning.
I get why Black Sheep. I get where you're coming from.
I'm more.
And
about,
I even agree with some extent.
I'm more about United States security more so than foreign adversarial allowances. I guess that's the best way I could put it. I don't I don't fucking suck D for other countries. I'm a fucking American.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm American. I'm open to
But everyone, but the problem is everyone is flocking to fucking Red Note, which is more censorship.
Red Note.
Just despite the U.S. government.
It's more censorship, and it's another company owned by China.
Yeah,
I'm so glad I don't fucking use any of this garbage. Why are people like
it's a Chinese-only app that people were using translators to use.
I'd rather give my information to the United States fucking government. I'd rather give my goddamn information to the United States government than some fucking random third-party actor. I listen, like I it's what are they gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm not doing anything illegal in my life. Like, fuck, come on. Like, is everyone doing fucking illegal shit?
I mean, maybe there's
someone crack out of my house.
Oh, see what I mean? Like I don't know what the threat is. I'm sorry, everyone. It's just like, fuck. What? Like, I don't know. I just don't understand it. Like, if I'd be more comfortable with the actual government having my information than Facebook, than fucking any company.
If you want my
I don't trust the government. I don't trust governments either, at all. But they have my information, regardless of whether I want them to have it or not. You know what I mean?
Well, would we still be having this conversation if it was another country other than China?
Yes, absolutely. Oh,
probably not, honestly.
For me, yeah. For me, fuck
I don't
yes.
think you would.
Fuck yes, absolutely.
Like,
for me, yes.
Like,
absolutely, absolutely. 100%.
Let's roll out. Well,
what if it was Germany?
Let's roll out Russia.
Yeah, why?
North Korea.
Why? Yeah. Give me reasons why.
Oh,
why are we leaving them out? They're definitely in the conversation. They're definitely actors. There's definitely actors in each. Hold on a second.
No, I agree with you. If it was,
1 second, I gotta turn her down.
Sorry, guys.
No, hold on, I'm just asking. Would we still be having this conversation? That was a Europe-owned thing.
If it was Europe, it would basically be like, it would have to be scrutinized, dude. You gotta see who's doing it, because every country spies on each other, legitimately. Every single country spies on each other. Like, if you don't believe that you're absolutely nuts. You know?
Well, hold on. Why aren't these other countries banning US apps?
They should be. Anybody who's
Because,
spying on each
I
other
mean-
should be seeing this, regardless. Plus, I don't really care.
Russia did. Russia banned a lot of stuff.
Well,
Actually, China has a lot of stuff banned from
99,
us too.
95% of the other countries, they don't have the other stuff banned.
All right, are they getting there? Okay, I also have a question then. I also have a question then. Why isn't European companies having their apps banned? And it's if you're saying that you're going to use the European standard,
Monaco,
then the
you're
ops
talking
are
over Black Sheep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she muted me. She said that, so I just turned her down as well. Yeah,
We should stop having the conversation then if it's going to come down to that.
Yeah.
No,
If it's
no.
becoming, like...
If it's getting this hostile, we're just going to not have the conversation.
I mean, I'm not being hostile towards anybody. I should.
Oh, no, it just people are getting upset, and that's where I'm going to call it.
Whoever's getting upset, I'm sorry about that.
Let's just change this subject to something else.
Monica's not in debate mode, she said earlier.
I'm not even debating. I'm having a conversation.
Want to see my doggy?
It's not a debate. This is the combo.
Is that the dog in your profile picture?
Yeah.
Aw.
Is my girl.
She's so cute.
It is honey. It is honey. The beautiful dog.
Just like lays so good too.
I
There's
know.
a golden retriever, right?
She's a Great Pyrenees. Great Pyrenees.
Oh, really?
mix. She might have some golden in her. Yeah, it's her.
Yeah, she's pretty big. Yeah.
Very calm dog.
Yeah, she's my girl. I love her.
I bet.
I'm not a big fan of the government 3030.
Really?
Relax.
Yeah, she loves her dad. She can get a little rowdy, but she loves her dad.
How old is she?
She's 3.
Oh, she's a baby still.
She's a baby. She's my little baby. Yeah.
I want a dog, but my landlord won't let me have one, so I just have a cat. Well, 2.
Cats are awesome. She had so I adopted her out in Texas with my ex, and she had a cat, or we had a cat together, and she loved that cat. She loved him. His name was Milky Way.
That's a cute name.
Aw,
He was
that
a
is a really cute
cat.
name.
Yeah, he looked like Jay's Lego set. Like that's basically what he looks like. What he looked like.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I just did that.
And then we adopted her. Yeah, she's always been attached to me. She never I don't want to say she never liked my ex, but my ex didn't always. I don't think my ex liked her very much. I think she, which I appreciated, but she mostly got it she got her for me, because she originally wanted a husky dog or a male husky that was basically a 1 year, basically a puppy, and I was like, no, we have a small ass apartment. There's no way we're getting a freaking husky puppy that is, a male. I don't want to have to, fight for dominance over this dog. That's not.
That's understandable. Yeah.
The problem with the husky is you need a big yard anyway. Husky needs a lot of attention. They're very hyperactive.
Yeah, and this husky, when we met him, because we went to the humane, or not humane society, but the adoption place, and this dog basically was just loving that it was getting out. It just ran along the fence. It basically paid no mind to us. No retention at all. No recall or anything like that. Nothing that I would have to basically train the dog, and I'm not a trainer by any means, but I know enough to do the basics to where I'd have to put the dog in its place, and it probably would have bitten me, to be honest, because husky are, especially males, they're assholes. They're, but with her, she does this like paw thing, and that's what she did, and that's what made me like I fell in love with her from the moment I saw her. She was so sweet, and then she got me through like one of the hardest times in my life when I was out there after me and my ex broke up, and we came back to where I'm at now, in California. Well, San Diego. Pretty much everyone knows, but and then I've had her ever since. We say her birthday's in October. I don't know when, but that's when we adopted her, and she was 1 when we adopted her. So
That's
I just say
awesome.
she's 3. So
Nice.
so she might have been older, but she's the best. She's my girl.
That's cool. I adopted my cats. Beers actually picked me. I kept hearing a cat crying. I was gonna get a black cat at first, but then I heard this cat just keep crying. And
Yeah, black cats are always the hardest cats to get rid of in the animal shelters.
oh, for real? Cause I was gonna get the black cat, but then Beers just caught my attention, and then I got him, and it was a good thing because nobody wanted to adopt him because he had upper respiratory infection.
That's good
And
that
he
you
has,
adopted them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has feline herpes and upper respiratory infection, and
Yeah.
nobody wanted him because they didn't want the responsibility. Like, he sneezes a lot, and sometimes he can get seizures when he sneezes too hard and too much. And when he was a kitten, he sneezed all the time. And I was like, this ain't normal.
Yeah.
So the vet told me that they had an outbreak or something, and they had to neutralize a lot of animals because nobody wanted to take the responsibility. But he's like my best friend. He sits on my lap while I play video games. When I live stream, like, he would sit there and people would see him in the camera. And then he's either behind me when I'm watching TV, or sit on my lap, or he follows me around the house. He watches me while I take a shower, like a perv. And then
my dog does that too.
and
Don't worry,
he
I'll hang
follows
out
me
right here, boss. I'll be right here.
You know, the crazy thing is I wear hearing aids, right? And if I don't hear him, like, he comes right behind my ear on the chair, and he meows like directly in my ear, and I'll look over and pet him. Come on, bud.
Oh
And
man.
so he knows how to get the attention, or especially when I have headphones on and I'm playing game, he'll like he'll go close to my ear and he'll like snip, and then he'll meow like as loud as he can. So I think it's special to adopting an animal over getting it at the store, because I think there's more feelings to it, especially when they pick you.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah. No, she definitely picked me. I mean, for sure. Like, and what was, I mean, I guess it was sad in a way, but also, it was actually really sweet. So, excuse me, a lot of people would or according to the adoption place, people would they would visit with her, but they'd always put her back. Like, they would never obviously adopt her. So she was one of the ones that people wanted to meet, but never, never got taken home. And it wasn't that, I mean, she's a great dog. It wasn't that she has no behavioral issues. She loves other dogs. I mean, she's just super sweet, but it's it was all, I mean, I don't know if this is kind of lame and cheesy, but I believe in fate. And it was like fate that we ended up, with her, or that I, was able to get her, because she's been the best dog that, I mean, I know I've had family dogs, and I've, had great dogs in that regard, but this is my first dog that's been mine, where I walk her, or well, I need to walk her more, but I feed her, hang out with her. I mean, she is amazing. So Yeah, it's great when they and she's so funny too. Like she'll know when I'm leaving for work as opposed to like when I'm going somewhere else, because she'll like get all excited thinking she's going with me, and half the time I take her with me.
That's pretty nice. That's actually pretty dope. I wish I could do that with my cat,
Yeah.
but I can't. I definitely can't.
Yeah.
It'd be
Yeah, like-
way too wild.
Well, today, I actually I left work early today. Normally, I would that's the only reason I probably talked about what we were talking about earlier is because I wasn't at work. If I was, I probably wouldn't have joined. But I was actually kind of feeling crummy earlier,
Wow.
and I left early. I'm fine now. It's just I think maybe it was stress or something. But I'm off tomorrow and Wednesday, so that'll be nice to be able to relax for the next couple days.
I'm gonna listen to you guys. He had to put it on mute because I gotta go to this person's house I talked about earlier. So I'm still gonna listen.
No worries.
Keep doing some maps.
Drug dealer. No, I'm kidding. Totally kidding.
But hey, listen. I'd rather you say that than minor attractive person. Because that would have been the way I would have said that. Because I'm gonna do maps. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. I always. It's just like that's just because I watch people are like, you ever hear J.D. Delancey? Make pedophiles afraid again. That guy, feed him to the wood chipper. You guys ever watch that guy? Yeah.
I might have seen him, but yeah, I mean anything I don't. That's
I have his badge on my uniform actually.
Fuck yeah! No shit.
Hold on, I'll show it to you in 1 second.
Fuck yeah!
Wait. Right there.
I want to get a hat. But I don't know if...
Yeah.
I'm at work. What the fuck did I just see? I just saw something weird. Yep, I'm seeing some weird shit right now. Those are very long boys. Very weird long boys. Oh, weird. Those are weird. Really fucking weird. Yeah, no. Let's say, it's fucking... one hell of a... that, fucking reference to it. I'm killing these men. Oh my god. I just a really good one.
Look at what?
I'm killing these men.
Oh?
Nothing. It's a bad. It's fucked up joke. It's a fucked up joke.
You think he's over there yet, Black Sheep?
Oh.
I have
Still?
for better.
I don't know.
The question is, do you think Robo's over there now?
Yes. But Robo, I feel like Robo's been hanging out there for a hot minute now.
Hanging out where?
All cow.
Don't cow.
Oh.
And no. Oh wait, Robo's over there.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna do something funny. Okay.
What are we doing? What are you doing?
Okay. Dogster, give me a word.
Titties.
Okay. Okay. Sato, give me a word.
Boobs.
What?
Boobs.
Boobs. Black Sheep,
Yeah.
give me a word.
Long.
Long.
Yep.
Okay. Is Sills here? Sills, give me a word.
He's on mute. He has
Yeah,
to
he's
go to
on
his
mute.
pen.
He's on mute. He's dealing with
Okay, hold on. We'll get the dog.
Let's see. Hold on, I'll give you a word. It's the I'll go with ice cream.
Ice cream. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do it one more time. Okay. Now, Dogster, give me a word.
Fuck. I don't know. Water ball.
Water bowl.
That's really fucking
Yeah.
weird. They would
Okay,
think,
Sato,
say
give me a
that.
word.
Boobs.
Boobs again.
Yep.
Okay. Black Sheep, give me a word.
I was going to say something to deal with water closet, but I'm just going to go with water closet now because that was just fucking weird that you said that.
Water closet.
Yeah.
Hey, still give me another word.
Hot dogs.
Hot dog.
Those are good.
Wait, hot dog flavored water. Here we go. There we go.
That's multiple words. Oh my god.
Flavor water. We'll do that. I'm gonna tweak this a little tiny bit now. Flavor water. Okay.
I can talk now. I just didn't want to disturb her. That's all.
Respectable.
Sleeping. Yeah.
Hey, buddy. That's why you get hired.
I still feel weird that I can see through people's houses and know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I feel kind of like
Looking in on them.
in a
Yeah.
horror movie.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Like the cameraman.
I'm gonna
Seriously.
put this in the tab.
Sorry about yelling earlier. Are you a black sheep?
It's all good. I don't really care. Trust me. It's like I wasn't like fighting with you or anything.
Okay.
So I
tweaked-
thought we were just having a conversation, honestly.
I tweaked this, so I'm gonna go to a lolcow Discord. I'm gonna hop in the chat with Robo, and I'm gonna say, titties, boob even, with long ice cream in my water bowl. Boobs in the water closet with hot dog flavored water, and just leave.
Alright.
You better have that on audio. You gotta
I will
record
get
that.
it
You better record
record
it. Record it somehow. Yep. And you gotta
I
send it
get
to
the
me.
in for recording it.
Oh my god. Also,
lolcow is really thing. Alright, hold on.
Alright, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just switching to my laptop.
good Doxy.
Well, I'm gonna stretch my vocal cords real quick. Because I'm gonna go and overreact. So there's one VC with Robo, and there is one in there's a second VC. Hold on.
Is one's in there?
No. I'm just gonna join the one with Robo with 2 people. Alright, I'll be back.
I actually enjoy listening to you guys talk.
Oh yeah, I do too. I like having conversations with everyone. Why do you think I was so adamant about still being able to like?
Robo said, "Fuka, what's the hell is your problem?"
You didn't repeatedly say boobs.
I mean, the first word was titties, so.
And that's true. That's very
I
true too.
improvised and I said big titties, boobs even.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna message Robo.
Just. She wasn't like pissed, was she?
She was a little bit pissed, I think.
Oh. Is Jay over at Locale?
No.
I don't know if he'll even be over there. I mean, he might just for the appearance, but I don't know.
Jeez.
I hate missing work, but I was not fun earlier.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you do?
I'm a furnace operator.
That's fucking intense sounding.
It's not as cool as it sounds.
It sounds like rough.
It's not as bad as it sounds. Like,
Yeah.
not even really rough. Yeah. It's really not that bad, to be honest.
Do you game too or no?
Not like publicly, but I mean I do game. I'm actually playing Madden right now, or about to start playing Madden. I play more solo player games, like or single player.
Do you do that for any reason?
I don't like I mean, one, I've never been like into like multiplayer online stuff, and I kind of, got multiplayer stuff later on in my gaming career, to be, quote unquote. But I've seen like I mean, this was back in the day. That I know it's always been toxic, but I don't like the toxicity that it can bring. I mean, I do like the fact that it can bring people together. I do enjoy that aspect of it, like if it's with friends. But like, and this is probably like a unfair example, but like with GTA Online, like I just didn't enjoy it because like it was cool if you found people that aren't just going to straight up kill you for no reason, but otherwise it just wasn't fun for me to like have to, like that I want to enjoy my time in there and like play with the community of people, not just have these assholes that are just going to try and kill you for no reason and then like continually do it. Like it's like, oh ha, I'm so funny, like I can kill you a million times because you spawn in the exact spot that I have a tank and just blow you away, when it just wasn't fun to me. It's not. But like if it was with you guys, we had like a session, then yeah, like that would be a lot of fun. But with people I don't really know, then it's like, I don't know.
I get it.
It's not my cup of tea, I guess you could say.
Oh, I get it. Not online's for everyone, man. Because I know sometimes I get annoyed by people just being punks, but I'm also hard-headed, so, I mean, now I gotta be careful what I say, because every place will ban you now for saying
Anything.
Yeah. No. When you get those little cocky people, but see, I'm a hardcore gamer. Like like when I got Call of Duty Black Ops 6, I maxed out the level in the first like 24 hours. Like I literally took the day off and just maxed out. Like I'm just good. And then I took a break for like 2 weeks. I went to Japan, and then I come back and I'm like getting my butt handed to me, and these people started talking smack. So I'm like, okay, well, let me see which guns you guys are using and stuff. So, because you can see what they kill you on a kill cam. So I started modifying my guns and doing somewhat similar to them, but a little bit different. Let's just say I like to use a lot of explosion, and so with sticky grenades, and I started making people a lot angry, especially in the last Call of Duty with the flying drone grenades that they had.
Oh, that's fine.
But in the new game, you can have like 3 grenades or no, I think 4 flashbang. There's a way you put the perks together, and so I would just be throwing them out there, and people couldn't see, so I just you imagine like one after another, so your screen's just constantly white and getting shot. So I could be dirty, like for real.
Yeah, I mean that's that, but see that's a different like the objective is to kill people in that game. In GTA, it's not to go around being a dick to people. It's I mean yeah you have your assholes, but it's to go around and basically like accomplish stuff. And I know there's like a a thing where like they try and stop you because it's almost like a competition in a way where like you have different I guess factions if you will to like I mean from what I understand I don't know but I don't know and I never like had my like I never had a headphone or like a headset to like talk so I never could communicate and be like I never could be like hey I'm good I'm not trying to kill you like I remember one time I hopped in this dude's car, I think, or like gave him a ride or something like that, or did something to where like I was like, okay, maybe he'll be chill. And no, like I like dropped him off somewhere. He got out and he just killed me. And I'm like, well, that was stupid.
But
so
I mean, it's GTA. GTA is
GTA. Yeah. I was about to say the same shit too, dude. The amount of time I spent on GTA, bro. Like I had everything and was killing people with it. Trust me, once they started implementing
GTA to get the thrill of doing whatever they want, but they can't do in the real world, basically.
Yeah.
Yes, you got those annoying assholes that kill you in the same spawn spot over and over, but that's kind of the same like in Call of Duty and any other games.
Yeah, they have different modes that you could do. You could also get like when you get into like having how should I put it? Like your own lobby with your friends.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
So like realistically you could just make shit be you and your homies. So
yeah, but
I mean, if someone's trying to grief you, you can't really grief anymore. You just put yourself in passive mode.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, when GTA 6 comes out, we can all just go and
that's what I'm saying. We should definitely do that.
Just like tear out everybody and just pretend we're like friends with them and just like one dude just goes up to him.
The thing is, it won't come out in PC at launch.
What do you say?
It probably won't come out in the PC at launch.
I don't think it will. I don't
think
it is.
double dip.
Yeah, they'll double
that
dip.
Big? I don't think they're gonna.
No,
really
they're gonna do it because people will buy it twice. Why get just $70 when you can get $140 per person?
Dude, I guarantee you they're gonna come out with something like a collector edition that's gonna probably cost like $300, and then scalpers are gonna just buy it and it's gonna be like $1,000. I guarantee you, because this game's gonna be big and so many people are hyped for it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
as a matter of fact, I don't think Rockstar ever did a collector edition of GTA ever.
No, I don't think they have. I mean, they only like.
Oh wait, I take it back. 4 had it. 4 had a money box. If you bought the collector edition, it came with a money box that you put at the bank. It had I had it. I take it back. 4 did have something.
But even still, I mean, nowadays it's a lot different. You know, I don't know how many of you guys were in the VC with Jay yesterday, but they were talking about digital stuff and like why digital kind of what's it becoming and all that kind of stuff. And I think besides or the people who are gonna like collect it are obviously gonna buy it physically because that's just what. But other people, like, there's going to be a special digital edition, which is basically the same difference.
So I feel bad for doing that now, guys.
Why?
He was venting, talking about his serious PTSD, and he was 5 miles from the LA fires, and I was heading towards them, and I joined it fucking said that.
Oh shit.
Was
Hey,
not
Robo.
the best moment, Fuka.
I know. I already feel bad.
Yeah.
I didn't know. They usually talk about, like, you know, every time I went in that server, it's always someone talking about, like, bad dragon dildos or saying, like, slurs and shit. I didn't know it was something serious.
No, this guy is saying like some serious, like crazy, like fucked up stuff in Iraq.
Yeah. Oh.
Damn.
Wow.
You know, when
someone was in the
I
call,
left
fucking
my
Boogie said
house,
about how he had one of those bad dragon dildos that can, like, lay eggs in you. And then his girlfriend fucked him with it, and he fucked his girlfriend with it.
The fuck?
That was Boogie, and I would not take anything he says for real.
The fuck?
Well, he knew about it. Not a normal person knows about that stuff. I'm telling you that.
Thanks for
Right
fucking
now-
telling me now.
Possum jumped on
Wow.
my shoulders. He's wrapped around my shoulders like a shawl. I have a purring
now we're all
shawl
gonna
right now.
dream about this weird thing.
By the way, Robo, how are you doing?
Hello, Robo.
So my mom had sent a box with like some little Christmas ideas, mostly like chocolate shit. But she got Possum a cat toy for Christmas. And I called her and told her she's the queen of fucking Christmas because Possum cries and knocks things down and acts up to go over and turn his new toy on constantly.
Oh,
And
is
I
that your
hate her.
cat?
Yes, and I hate her for it. It's a laser toy that turns on and like that makes the laser move around like in a circle, but also like back and forth and stuff. And he's obsessed, but it like auto turns off.
Yeah.
So he cries and will knock things down and stuff like that. And you go over and he like runs toward it and sits in front of it and paws it, being like, "Okay, you turn it on now." He's driving me insane.
What's up, Bobo?
But other than that, it kind of hasn't 100% hit yet that she's gone. Sometimes I have like moments. I was really close to her, even growing up and stuff. So, and there's like a couple things that mentally like dealing with.
How's everything with your family? Like, did that, I mean, I know you were talking about your aunt, or was it your aunt that was causing a problem?
Yeah, you can make an account. Sorry.
Okay, bye. See ya. Have a good night.
Oh, hold on. What's going on? Who's leaving?
I
Thought
just
I
said
was
for you
gonna
to make an
leave.
account. Nah.
Oh, you. Wait, who's leaving?
No one.
I'm not.
Okay.
No.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm on mute. Most things like there's some things like kind of dealing with like I called her for Hanukkah, which was like sometimes Christmas and stuff, and
really
she
good.
had been bugging me to come visit, and I told her like I will come out like right after holidays because flights are difficult in the holiday time, and Ping Pong died, and it was my birthday and stuff like that. And she pulled the "I'd like to see you before I die" card. So
Now I really don't care if they die.
bad timing on her part on saying that. I mean, I did get out there after the holidays, and she wasn't dead. Like she was still awake Monday. But that like kind of because I was planning on going out, like arranging it like right after holidays, like coming out for a weekend. Because with my employer, I can fly unlimited and stuff. Oh,
My grandma pulls that card that you were talking about. Oh, I might die soon. Can you
no, no,
come and
no. She
visit
just
me?
said, I like to see you before I die. Here's the thing. My, this is the thing. Like she, she was 89, but she was 100%. She had 100% her like mental faculties. Like there was no degradation whatsoever, and she didn't even have like wrinkles on her face and stuff. She did not look great. And all her like going to the doctors and stuff like that, other than like she had arthritis where she had to use a walker and stuff, all her like blood work, everything came out excellent, like way better than it should have been. So they never thought to, do a scan of her, right? Because everything was coming out perfect. There's no cancer, there's nothing. Well, you know, on Sunday she was having chest pains and she couldn't get out of bed. My dad called ambulance. They came. It they saw that there were blockages, to her heart. And then when they went in to scope it out, they saw her carotid had a 99.99% blockage. They immediately got out, said, if they do anything, she'll die on the table. Like, this is it. It was just like all of a sudden, New
No.
Year's Day, she was pigging out on barbecued ribs. Like, this was just, you know, it was just so quick. They never looked to see what was going on inside because everything was great.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's the thing. That's the problem with a lot of doctors. So unless you really ask, and you're just going by what like they think on the outside, if you don't really ask, then you're never really gonna know. And in future reference, probably for everyone that's here, you just remember this story that even if you think you're healthy, you should have them double check you.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is usually when you have blockages and stuff like that, they see it through like, the panels and stuff. Her cholesterol was great and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, one of my that was there basically said, she's like, when I get home, I don't care what the blood work says, I'm making them scan me. It just like, um,
Yeah.
you know, that's the thing. Like, it just didn't add up, but because she had excellent health and she was having this. I mean, she was eating great and stuff like that. Like, but, um, I was able to get out there before she didn't go into a coma, but she was sleeping, because obviously, you know, the lack of blood and slow heart rate and stuff, she was get very tired until she just slept. But I got out there before that. And actually, the last thing she said on Tuesday is she asked for me Tuesday morning before she went to sleep, and that was it. So, I don't know. It just hasn't completely hit yet. Sometimes it does, but mostly it just seems kind of surreal.
Well, as you
Because I
Usually it's
loved
know,
her
gonna
more
like,
than
hit.
my parents combined, so I'm more upset about her than if my dad died, which is kind of fucked up. But
Usually it hits like on holidays or something special that you guys go and do together.
well, we don't live near each other. And she lives in Florida, in South Florida, where all Jews go to die. Uh, a Jewish joke, but it's also true. Uh, it's like elephant graveyards. You just feel the pull if you're
Oh,
Jewish. I
jeez.
must I must
Oh,
live
come
in South
on.
Florida. I must go to South Florida.
Come on.
that reminds me of Seinfeld.
funny.
Just there, like the well, when Jerry goes down there, and sees his parents, It just, yeah. I love Seinfeld. That's one of
Black
my
Sheep
favorite
knows
shows.
what I'm talking about, though.
No, I do.
It's on
That's
point.
what. Why you think I've
It's not
said that
the coast
before?
side, not the West Coast.
That's why
It's
you said
South
that before.
Florida.
Called Florida, God's resting place, as we all
It's
know.
where, it's where the Jews feel the pull.
Uh,
Go home.
That's funny.
But yeah, there was some drama right before I left that I fixed for everybody, but I didn't get to say my last goodbye. Like, it was just, I don't know. Then there's also, I don't know. It's just there's a lot of about the whole thing. I had to get out of there, not because I couldn't take what with my grandmother, but there's a reason why my mother and father, myself and my sister, just the four of us, nobody else.
Yeah.
We haven't been just the four of us since I was a teenager, and there's a good reason for that. And it was breaking down, and they were also driving. So I'm the black sheep.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Where's zombie?
Sheep, you'll get an Eskimo hand job.
Where's
what? What's going on now? Wait. Hold on. Who's giving who's giving out what? This is new to me. This is a new meta.
You never know. If you like and subscribe, you will get an Eskimo hand job.
I think you broke Black Sheep. I don't know. I don't think he knows how to respond to that.
Well, it was like I told.
Oh my god! You gotta.
It's like, you
gotta add by name if you're gonna like and subscribe to them. Oh jeez, and then the weirdness. Oh god, Fuka, what did you say?
What I said to one of my aunts, I was talking. I said, I have a relationship with my father and my mother, and a lot of it is like through telephone, space. But like I can deal with them one-on-one. But with my sister there, and my sister and I are not even we have no positive feelings about each other. The four of us, there's a difference between knowing you're number two and feeling and being treated like number two.
Yeah.
My mom,
So you basically got treated like a middle child.
Well, I'm the older one.
No, you were
My mom and I did have we did have a little spat. And I actually told her, I said, you do realize that when you die, Lisa and I will absolutely never speak to each other again or see each other again. And she goes, I know that. And I'm like, honestly, I told her, I'm like, Lisa and I have come a long way. And she goes, how so? I'm like, well, when I was a child, I wish she would have gotten kidnapped and left in a ditch to die. And when I was a teenager, I wish that she was kidnapped, gang raped, and left in a ditch to die. And now, as an adult, I do not wish that she would die. I just wish that she would just go away and never be seen again. She's like, so you just don't wish her that she dies? I'm like, yes, that's improvement. She goes, I guess so. I'm like, there you go.
Also, Black Sheep, I said Eskimo hand job.
Oh god, that's too cold. It'll never work. It'll never work.
Isn't that just like rubbing? Isn't that just like rubbing your nose on the tip?
It wouldn't be too cold.
Isn't it just rubbing your nose on the tip?
So, I just came up with that. Like, I looked it up to see if there is any definition. There is no definition, so we can come up with a definition for it.
It sounds like a cold thing to do.
Probably,
I think there's a definition for almost everything. Go ahead.
We could have it where you stick your hands in the snow for 20 minutes. And
that sounds more like frostbite.
Yeah, no thanks, man. I don't think I want to have coldness like that.
Oh god.
Well,
So,
I did get out of there at the perfect time because as I was being taken to the airport, my sister finally stopped kind of holding back. There was like a big it wasn't between my uh altercation that happened that I handled completely and made sure that visitation wasn't restricted to
yeah.
like, limited to 2 people. And I got the piece of shit relative that hasn't been around 20 years kicked out and banned and figured all that out. And on the way, my sister goes, "Who died and like put
What?
you in charge?" And she's like, "I literally handled all of that. So nobody is getting punished, and I got the right person banned. So let me think, and also arrange like so. Well, she's getting walked out. My father doesn't see her. So let me think. I think that I was the person that needed to take charge. Thank you very much." And then I got out, and because we were at the airport, I was like, "I'm fucking done."
Huh.
Apparently, one of my aunts, one died last June, so there's 4. My dad had 5 sisters.
Wow.
Said to a cousin that I helped get flown out after I left. He told me, he's like, she said multiple times that she was so glad that I left when I did for my
Right.
mental health dealing with my family.
Huh.
So apparently I was not judged.
Huh.
Yeah. No, it was just like,
That's a weird statement still to make.
they're really tough to deal with. When I say I'm number 2, my sister is miles and miles ahead of me as number 1.
Oh. Damn, that's
Why is
a little
that though?
Yeah, why?
I mean, if you want to share, don't feel like you have to.
No, it's fine. It's just my
Is she the
mom.
baby?
Well, she only had 2 kids. My mom had picked out my name when she was 6 years old. My first middle name, I do not have the middle name she picked. I don't know if I have a better one. They're both horrible in my opinion, but she had my name picked when she was 6 years old. She wanted a daughter. Like she had the daughter like in mind, like what she wanted. And while I got them, I wasn't girly. I would be, was very tomboy. I hated dolls. I didn't want to play house. But I didn't want to wear dresses and stuff like that. I went to the beach a shit ton. I was just like, I was kind of quiet as a kid, and I just wasn't what she pictured.
Mm-hmm.
My sister was all the.
So basically, you just got shit on because you were different. That's basically what it comes down to.
Well, it's and my mom, she wanted to have another kid. My dad didn't. Like my mom, got herself pregnant and stuff. I was why my parents got married. They would have not gotten married otherwise. So I mean,
Well, that was very common back in the day.
Maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, my sister was just what my mom wanted. She was also very clingy and stuff. I wasn't. I just wanted to be left alone. I liked playing in my imagination and stuff like that.
This sounds like shitty parents.
My mom also wasn't around super ton, because she was working a bunch, and then she decided to go to school, and she was working, and then when she finished school, she worked a lot. And my dad, when I was 7, he got two inoperable slip discs, so he wanted compensation. He was in a union, stuff like that. He was already an asshole, but then he started taking a shit ton of Vicodin. So, more of an asshole. So, it just like, it was like, Lisa did no wrong. They didn't want to like deal with it. Like, Lisa never got punished for anything. Even when we were little kids, like, if she hit me and I told them, they would say, hit her back. And if I hit her back, they would say, don't hit her back, tell us. So it was always like, fucked.
You're
You
damned if
know,
you do, you're damned if you don't, kind of a thing.
yeah. And I was also having like, some problems in school. Like, when I got to 4th grade, Lisa became a huge problem. We were in the same elementary school. I had to switch elementary schools because of her, because I was getting uh, beat up by multiple 5th graders at the same time because of her. And the karate lessons did not teach me how to get out of when like there's 5 kids. So,
Yeah, I mean that's
you know, it just like it was just very different. You know, it was, it just I don't know. It was just when my mom decided to really, my parents were separated, number 2, really wanted to like really engage as well with I was a freshman in high school. I was, my sister, she was, 11, 12 years old, you know, it just like the time had come and passed. Plus, even though that was my age, I went through puberty early. So I actually physically was done growing at 13. So mentally, I wasn't 15. I was more like 17, 18. In fact, my friends were mostly, when I was a freshman, they were juniors and seniors.
Excuse me.
I have friends like in my freshman class because I didn't relate. And I looked like an 18-year-old. So it was just like too late, and we didn't really have anything in common. And then I don't know. I mean, it just is what it is, And like I said, like it's how do I put it? It's not her favoring my sister wasn't so much the problem. It was the fact that she wouldn't handle my sister because our fights unbelievably fucking bad. And she made some very big decisions for her that hurt me. Those are it really wasn't the favoritism thing. It was the, not controlling her. She never got in trouble for like anything she did. And and then she did one very, very big thing when I was a teenager she wasn't supposed to do. And she did it for herself and for Lisa. And there's that. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't have like this, like, oh God, I need to like, let out my feelings to her or anything like that bullshit because after so many years, you fucking just like move on. It's like, there's no point. All it's going to do is she's going to get defensive murder. I'm going to get pissed off because she's not like taking what I'm saying like the way she should, and we're gonna be worse off. So what's the fucking point?
Understandable. I hear what you're saying.
So, yeah. But the thing is like, when I was there, like I said, we have the four of us been in the same. It's been a long time, but there were like other people there, and they were coming in and out. So it wasn't like just the four of us.
Yeah.
And that was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
I literally got into argument. I was just like, "Do you understand like how uncomfortable this is?" And the things that I said, she's like, "Well, the three of us are fine. The only one that's uncomfortable is you." It's like, yeah, and you all fucking hang out together. My sister and my mother are going on a fucking cruise together after all of this. Like, yes, don't you see why this would be uncomfortable for me? But there was also like things that were just like being said. There's a lot of snark and stuff like that. It was just, and it was the Lisa show, too.
Well, I hope things get better over time.
Definitely.
Well, I mean,
Regardless,
it's.
You might not feel it now, but when you do,
I mean, I don't think things between my sister and I will ever be better over time. Like, we could be in the same place, and we've had like casual conversations. Will we ever be like sisters? I mean, we never were, so why the fuck would we start now? But and to be quite honest with you, she is like the epitome of white trash.
Hey man, you never know. It's never too late.
The only thing I use her for, it's through my mother, is she's assistant manager at Walmart, and they're one day a year they get 25% off. I got M.2 for my PlayStation 5 and a external SSD that I needed to move stuff around. That was it. I found a use for her. Thank you. That's how I got my PS5 as well. When they first came out, she could see what was on the trucks. So she told my mother, and my mother would be there first thing when they open. She would buy it. And then I flew out and got it.
So how are you doing, Robo?
I don't know. Like I said, it was just like, it should have been. I want to be there for my dad. He'd been our caretaker for 17 years. But like dealing with losing my grandma and then dealing with three of them, it just like, they didn't want me. My mom didn't want to fly back Wednesday night. And she's like, if you want because of this and that, but if it's because of this, then no. And it's just like, I have to get the fuck away from all of you before things are said that can't be unsaid. Have to go. Right. Because I was packed to stay. Like, I could have stayed for like 2 weeks. I was planning on staying the whole week. I
sometimes
said it.
Sometimes you can forgive, but never forget. I know it's the harder thing to do. I had similar kind of thing like you. Hello. I'm not gonna switch the story to me, but I'm just saying it can relieve some pain that goes inside deep.
There's really nothing to forgive. Like, there's nothing like that. Like, choices were made, and they are what they are. It's just, like I said, there's a difference between knowing you're number two and then like being treated like they're dealing with you number two. Like there's a difference. Feelings and experiencing it versus like knowing it are two different things.
Yeah.
Right.
I did find out something. Apparently there's a family plot back in Iowa. my mom's like, yeah, there's a plot for you. Apparently she bought like a shit ton of them.
Really?
Oh, yeah. But speaking of never forgiving or forgetting, but her parents divorced actually when she was pregnant with me, I guess. And her mother, no, I don't call her my grandmother for good reason, remarried when I was 3. The fact that he is buried in that family plot, I asked him, like, is he buried there? He said yes. And I said, well, the only way I'll agree to be buried in your family plot is you have him dug up. And she's like, then what are we supposed to do with them? And I'm like, throw them in the fucking trash. Belong. So I told her I will not be buried in a family plot unless he's removed. He tried to kill me when I was 15. He was choking me out.
Well, yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Well, and here's the thing, like, her side of the family, they always picked him over me. Like, if there was Thanksgiving, I wouldn't get invited because her mother was invited, so he was. You know, there's a difference between doing what's like right and then doing what's easy, and they chose easy. So that's why, like, when her mom died, I was like, I don't care. And my sister Leslie's like, you know, you need to go see her. She's not gonna be alive soon. I'm like, I don't care. I haven't seen her in years. And my mom's brother, he's like having like serious heart issues and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't care if he dies.
Oh.
Because he always invited him over me. So what do I care?
I hear
You
you.
make your choices. I don't care. So, you know. Yeah. Family is difficult.
Family is difficult.
Yeah.
Funny enough, on my dad's side of the family, I never had a falling out with anybody. Well,
subscribe to Black Sheep.
up until right before I left for the airport.
Oh my God.
I really would like to find a way to tell the piece of shit aunt that I got her banned from seeing her mother in hospice.
God.
I did. Well, here's the thing. When someone's screaming at you, it's not the people who are yelling back that you should be worried about. You should be worried about the person who's not screaming back at you.
Yeah, or the guy waving, or girl waving an item in front of your face, threatening you. And at that point, it reached a different level.
No, I got her banned from hospice. She wants to yell and scream at me for no reason? Go ahead. I'm just making my case with the supervisor. Enjoy. I wish there was a way to let her know. Just to be clear, everybody here, including my grandmother.
My hooker.
My grandmother didn't even. My grandmother was pissed that when my aunts told her that she was dying, and she showed up at the hospital on Monday. She didn't see her. She disowned her 20 years ago for good reason. She wrote her 2 months after my father died. She wrote her a multi-page letter about what a horrible mother she is and how she hates her. 2 months after my grandfather died.
Yeah, that's a rough family dynamic.
No, everybody else gets along. It was just her. Literally everyone like a massive falling out with her, except like
I think a pee real
me.
quick, guys.
So, like I said, my trip was complicated.
Very understandable.
But what sucks is that instead of I was there to say goodbye to my grandmother one last time before leaving. Instead of me getting to do that, I had to handle to make sure that visitation wasn't limited and she got banned. So I had to take care of literally everybody else. The few cousins that came, not all the cousins came, and my other 3 aunts, and my dad, and my mother, and my sister. I had to handle everything instead of being able to say goodbye.
That's really rough.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's like not having the chance to be able to like press that film like at the last few minutes is really like one of those things. Like I never got to either with my grandmother, but there's a whole I don't need to bring it up. I'll be right back.
And I'm trying not to hate my mother. Because there's a thing that... Remember I said that whole number 1, number 2 thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something. I haven't even told Alex this. So, Tuesday morning, I was staying in my grandmother's room. By the way, she has like the most amazing freaking bed. I want that bed. They didn't wake me up to get ready. I come out and they're getting ready and hogging up the bathroom and all that stuff. And while I was waiting, right, I did jump on my work laptop. There was like one time sensitive thing that I was just asking somebody to take care of for me. Just take a few minutes. And they're ready to go. And they're like, well, call us when you're ready and we'll come and get you. It was only a mile away. It was like, they didn't want to like wait for me, or, they were taking their sweet time and they didn't wake me up when they woke up. And, when they got there, the last thing my grandmother asked was, "Where's Jennifer?" That was the last thing she said. My mom messaged me right away, like, she's asking for you, blah, blah. I'm like ready and when I got there a few minutes before, she was asleep. And yeah. So remember that number 1, number 2 thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
They couldn't wake me up with them to get ready to leave with them. And she asked for me, and I got there a few minutes before she went to sleep. So.
Well, that's rough.
Yeah, how do you see why I left? For multiple reasons. There were other arguments and stuff like that too. It was just...
I mean, I guess fortunately am blessed with a family that's pretty even keel,
Cognizant.
so to speak.
Cognizant of others.
Yeah, well, the only I guess for me, the only family issues I've ever had is with my aunt, or one of my aunts. It's a long drawn out story. I'll probably tell it another time. I don't want to make it about me. I want to, this is if you need to vent still.
By all means. I like the distraction. Tell me.
Well, okay, so my grandmother, I'm trying to think how to start this. So my grandma is my dad's stepmom. So but she's obviously still my grandma. I didn't really know my dad's mom because she passed away when I was really young. I think I was maybe like 11 or 12, and I'm 34 now. So I was really really young, and I didn't know her very well. It really affected my dad, but my dad had kind of a dysfunctional family growing up. He actually lost my grandfather actually passed away, or my dad's on my dad's side, he passed away in 2008, and then but anyway, beside the point. So my grandma has this house that my parents or my dad grew up in. It was his home basically, and when my grandfather died, he didn't really put anything into a will. So nothing really got given to, and my dad was the youngest of, I believe, 7 kids. So essentially it became a thing of nothing really got given to them, or through legal means. So my grandma, still being alive, essentially built the house so her daughter, my aunt, could move in there and basically like more or less take over. And I know that this is what my mom had told me when my grandfather was in hospice. I believe he was saying basically he didn't want to leave the house to Tammy. That's my aunt. Or Stephen. That's my uncle, who I'm actually really close with. But anyway, that's so there was a lot of family stuff where, unfortunately, with my grandfather not putting anything into a will, and my grandma kind of taking it upon herself to leave stuff to her children, there was that tension, and I've struggled to forgive my grandma for that, because I actually I was working with her neighbor to like remodel the house, and she paid me and everything, and it was like a summer job kind of a deal. But I guess my issue was she didn't really consult anybody else, and kind of just gave everything to my aunt, and basically that's going to be the house that she inherits without any other say from any of my other aunts or my dad. So I struggle very with, at least with my dad's side of the family. I struggle going to events because of my aunt being there, and basically the feelings of just, it, like how kind of you said it's all about your sister. It's kind of, my uncle actually doesn't, like, basically is kind of like in your position where he despises his sister. He hates her, which I have my own feelings about, but that's neither here nor there. But he's actually very like humble and doesn't really want anything, and I think isn't for that. Anyway, that's the struggle that I've been dealing with, at least with my aunt, is her inheriting something that was, because I mean that's their stepmom. Like, it's not like his real mom. What's that?
No, that's
Sorry, no, that's my radio.
Oh, my bad. But anyway, that's
Hello.
so. Hey, Godfather.
Hey.
Oh, that was
sorry.
the argument before going to the hospital, and then I marched off to pack my clothes because the 4 of us were in the condo, and it was brought up about like my grandmother's will. So the condo is, in all its contents, go to my father, and my grandmother had like 25K left. It was supposed to be split up or whatever between 4 of the 5 sisters. Well, one is dead, but he was like, well, she doesn't want Miriam to get anything. Miriam is That's the youngest one that everybody hates. And
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell him that depending on the wording, unless it's clearly spelled out about her not getting anything, I'm like, you're the executive. You have to give her something, or it leaves it open for her to contest the will. And if she contests it and she wins, then the condo will be split among the 5 of them. My mom's, like, I just with my siblings, with my mother. I'm like, yeah, but you and your brother and sister like each other. There's a big fucking difference.
Right.
Now, his other 3 sisters, they wouldn't want it. They wouldn't contest it and stuff like that. They're all set or whatever. It's that other one. And it was just like, then my dad goes into how he has his set and he goes, I get 25, my sister gets 25, and then 50 is for kids. And I look at him like, because normally it's just, you just go to your kids and then you don't leave, unless it's like something very specific. And I just look at him and he goes, well, you have kids, so, get over it. And I just like, first off, I didn't even ask for this information, but it was just like, again, it was just another backhand knock and stuff. And I just like stormed off. And then my mom's like, don't worry, Jen, when I die, you're going to get millions or whatever. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care if you leave me fucking nothing. You can leave everything to your fucking golden child for all I care. I'm out here. And I went to the bedroom and just started packing.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I was trying to tell my father, like, you need to look at what the minimums are in Florida to protect yourself. If it's not spelled out correctly that she gets nothing, it leaves it open for her to contest.
Yeah.
She hasn't been around, but all of a sudden she shows up at my grandmother's bedside.
Yeah.
But my aunt that died 6 months prior, and she lived 1 mile away, didn't even bring her any water. She died of breast cancer. Like, she never went to see her. So what's the fucking game that she's playing? But didn't want to hear that from me. Didn't want to hear me on it.
Death and decay.
Yeah, it's
When siblings don't go along and somebody dies, it gets really fucking.
Yeah, and that's the thing about like I have more of a relationship with my family on my mom's side than I do my dad's side. Just because and I have conversations with my dad, and like I don't hate my aunt. I've been trying in my later years to not exhibit hate, because it's it's a waste of time. Or I mean, I shouldn't say a waste of time, but it doesn't behoove me, and as I try to, they're still family at the end of the day. I may have my opinions and I may have my issues, and I have my issues even outside of, like there's been times where I felt acted very selfishly, and like one time I was going to Vegas with my friends, and I would do dog walking for my grandma, and then my aunt was like, oh, well, since my dogs are here, you could walk my dogs too. And of course I did, but I was more on a time crunch to like go to Vegas at the time. So but it was like, you're not paying me to walk your dogs. Like my grandma's paying me to walk her dogs, not walk your dogs. And it just was like a kind of a selfish thing, and I just got really frustrated because I'm like, look, I have to go, I'm on a time crunch where I have to get ready to go to Vegas because we have a certain schedule, and this is when I was like 17, 18 years old, give or take. So, but it just, I've seen a lot of selfishness with her, and I don't, and then just with the nonchalantness of like, oh, this house is basically gonna go to me kind of a deal, and just, like my dad, he has what he wants from my grandpa. He got what he wanted, more or less. But you know, even he has struggled to maintain a relationship. Like, I haven't spoken to my grandma in many years, for the fact that I appreciate her, and I love her as my grandma and stuff. But just after that stuff with my aunt, it just made me I don't know, I just didn't I'm not, I don't know.
So-
It's complicated, basically.
So
like
the
how
house my mom owned before the one that she owns now, she's only owned I think maybe like 5 years now or whatever, 4 or 5 years. When my parents divorced, in lieu of my dad going for like alimony or whatever, they both owned the house 50-50, right? So they owned it for like 18 years or something. I don't know. Anyway, my mom lived in it. She was paying for it, but like he owned technically 50%. My mom, so for years, my sister lived in it and was getting knocked up by random piece of shit losers. She has 3 kids, 3 different daddies, all losers. Anyway, I was booted. She was invited to stay and keep reproducing. My mom thought that she was being smart about the house. She picked her sister, who's only 2 years younger than her, to be executor, but she left her half to my father. So instead of 25 to me, 25 to my sister, right? And she thought she was being smart in that she knew that if I owned a percentage of the house and my sister was living there, and she was when she had set this up, that I would have forced the sale, and thinking that my father wouldn't force the sale. And that's why she set it up. So I couldn't force the sale. I mean, they could have bought out my as well, but my father. So, and my sister wouldn't have been able to, so they would have had to sell. My father wouldn't have a problem because he didn't live there. He lived in Florida. They lived in Illinois. But I really didn't give a shit about whatever happened to my sister and her, hoe baby brood. So, so she set it up so that way I could force a sale.
Oh wow.
And even my aunt was just like, this is stupid. Why are you leaving it to your ex-husband? And she went and say why. I'm like, oh, I know exactly fucking why. I wasn't born yesterday.
I did not know Fields was a police officer, night. Or they like
security. He does
just
security, yeah.
Alright, yeah,
Nice.
my phone's about to die. I might just head off to bed. I'll see you guys later.
Alright.
Good night.
Okay, name one.
Downloading,
Downloading,
more songs onto Song Hero right now.
Remember, I am a very, very distant number 2.
And I can relate to you. I mean, I fortunately have a much better relationship with my brother than it seems like you do with your sister. We're actually pretty close, all things considered. I mean, there was a time where, we were, I guess, just living separate lives. But I do understand, feeling like, I shouldn't say always, but I have felt like he's the golden child. I still kind of joke around, but I mean, there's things that like my mom has said about or to me that have rubbed me the wrong way. And I have a great relationship with my mom. Like, I love my mom, and I don't hold this against her. But like, so I was around a lot of like a lot of my friends. They smoke pot, and keep in mind this was like 2008 or like 2000, mid 2000s. So this was like when pot was demonized as like this terrible thing, and it isn't what it is today. So,
it's okay. I got arrested for pot as a teenager too.
But I remember, like, I never partook, but I remember my mom, thought that I was basically a pothead.
No,
And
my
I was
mom's
like,
stupid, and I told her that I was holding someone else, and she believed me.
but so when I moved to Colorado, my parents had separated for a little bit, and my brother had grew weed in my old room. He started to grow, and my mom basically like didn't give a shit, and and I remember her telling me one day, and I understand her like reasoning why she said this, but it still wasn't like didn't make me feel good. But she goes, out of everybody, I would have thought you'd be the one that would like basically do drugs. And I'm like, oh well, that's nice, but where I understand it is like like I said, my friends growing up, they smoked pot, and like my brother hung around, like he was more part of the church. He eventually like kind of broke away from that, but his friends were, I guess, more um, of the church variety. So my mom's ignorance to that was like, oh, they're not going to do anything nefarious because they're, you know, of God and all that kind of stuff or whatever. So it became like, when she said that to me, I was like, that just kind of really rubbed me the wrong way. Because she basically was like, oh, I thought you'd basically be the one to do drugs, not your brother. And I'm like, oh, well, that's nice, like that's, but again, I can understand why, to an extent. I can understand that, she, because of the people I hung around with, why she would feel that way. But I rarely, I mean, even like later, I barely smoke pot. I don't even smoke or do any drugs or anything like that. And my brother still, I think, smokes and stuff, but I felt like my brother could get away with more things that I couldn't because I was the older child. I was only a couple years older than him, or a year and a half technically, but I felt like I can, he was the one, like he he would always have the girlfriends. He was more he I mean, I had my own talents, of course, but yeah, he played hockey. He did sports, so we would always travel for his hockey. And it seemed like growing up, and to be fair, I wasn't interested in that stuff. So it isn't like my mom did it for him and not for me. It's just and I learned this later on. I mean, at the time I felt, like, why is this all about my brother? But, learning that
Did your
I had
mom, after promising you if you started your junior year of high school, she wouldn't move you, and you're in the middle of your almost done with your first semester of your junior year of high school, and move you halfway across the country because she wants to be closer to her family, and she feels that your younger sister is falling in the wrong crowd? Spoiler alert, she was the wrong crowd. She just started a new one and destroyed your basically your secondary education.
no, no, that didn't
Mine
happen.
did.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's not a
A
yeah,
distant
that's
second.
rough. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wait. Oh, here's a good one. So I was arrested twice in school. The first time I was a freshman for pot. I had to do 15 hours community service, watching psychotic 3-year-olds after school. I was 14. The other one, I was 17, and this was the first time she and I would be in the same school again because I was a senior and she was a freshman. And it was like the second or third week. I think it was the second week. And she started a very nasty fist fight with me. And we got our suspensions, and I was walking out, and the truant officer stopped in Russ's office. Is like, I could arrest you. She was hurt, whatever. And my sister, and now I had a scratch on my eyelid. My sister had a red mark on her arm about the size of a nickel, like a little red mark. And she goes, well, she did hurt me, and shows him the red mark. And he goes, well, now you're arrested. And I looked at her and I said, you do not want to do this. And she goes, yeah, I do. Yes, that's the way she. And she thinks that she is like Puerto Rican strong. That's how she would talk. Uh, and I was arrested. I was 17, and in Illinois, you were charged as an adult at 17. I was charged with domestic battery, which has a hold of 24 hours. I was in a room with somebody who was being charged with gang violence. She liked me very much. She offered to have her gang take out my sister. I always regretted I didn't take her up on it. But I had to stay overnight. And next morning, my mom showed up, paid my bond, and we're in the car. And my mom is telling me the whole time driving home how upset my sister was about what happened and how she almost threw up and how like upset she was. This is what I'm listening to the whole way after I just spent a whole fucking day and night in jail.
Yeah.
In a fucking bright orange jumpsuit. So I get in. Now, the other thing is that you're not allowed to be at home for 48 hours. So I go straight in and start packing a bag. She goes, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "I can't be here for 40 hours." She's like, "Oh, you're not going anywhere." I'm like, "Oh, yes, I am." And took off in my car. I went to work and also partied. And when I came home, I walked in and I said, if I'm being charged as an adult, I am an adult. I don't have to tell you where I'm going. I don't have to tell you anything. There is no curfew. I'm an adult and I don't care. And then I basically gave them the silent treatment until after I graduated and I was kicked out and stuff like that. I wasn't kicked out for anything. My dad was trying to get me to move out my whole senior because he didn't want me there. But yeah, like she would even go, she's like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "Out." She goes, "Out where?" I would just say outside and I would leave. Like
Whoa,
she would try, like they would try to start fights with me. I would just go upstairs to my room and shut the door. Like I was like done. I did not have to go to jail. I was given probation and I had to attend anger management. Actually, this is a funny story. So I had to go to group anger management. So I show up the first day for like the anger management thing. Now I'm 18 because my birthday had passed and I'm still a senior. And I'm sitting there with a bunch of middle-aged men that most of them were recovering alcoholics and all there for beating their wives. And they're all like in their 40s and 50s. And I'm 18 years old. And so, and I had to go for like so many hours. So the woman, the counselor, she holds me back. She goes, "I'm going to be honest with you. You are not going to get anything out of this. And this is really uncomfortable having you here." She's like, "I'll make you feel. If you show up after this 1 hour thing and you do one-on-one for a half hour, I'll count it as an hour." I did it with her. And she even told me, she's like, "You don't have an anger management problem." I look at her, I'm like, "Yeah, I know I don't." She goes, "You have a family problem and you need to get out of there." She's like, "I don't know why I thought you had it." No, she said, well, she's like, "You don't have an anger management problem." I'm like, "I really don't."
Yeah, I mean,
half hour Saturday morning, once a week for like 2 months. Yeah. It was funny. I did it. That wasn't the last. I got arrested again for the same thing. And this time I didn't even touch her. She touched me though. They said I enclosed space. Well, because she hit me and then I went to call the police on her. Happy as I could be. And she ran in front of me to get to the phone, and she grabbed the phone and she hit me with the phone. And then I called the police, but they arrested me because they said I enclosed space because she ran in front of me to get to the phone first.
but
She
she's
got
the one that
arrested too.
hit you. Oh, okay. I mean,
Yeah, but they charged me because they said I enclosed space because she ran in front of me to get to the phone. They also didn't like me because I don't like. They actually didn't want to arrest her, but they couldn't arrest me without arresting her. But we mutually dropped the charges. The prosecutor actually didn't want to because even though it was supposed to be expunged, the first one, it wasn't. And they were like, "Oh, it's second time," but there was no way to do because of her. So, ended up like dropping charges against each other. So, yeah, and I was 5. And then I
Yeah,
moved. And then I moved across.
family's
And then
fun.
I moved halfway across the country.
Family's
Well, I was
fun.
already. Yeah.
I mean, even with my, my stuff with my brother, like I still have like I said, I still have a good relationship, and I mean, we were, like I said, when I moved, so I moved, I grew up in San Diego, and I moved to Colorado when I was 21, I believe, 2021, somewhere around there.
I lived in
Just because
Colorado.
I wanted to get out of California, and I still do, but such is life. It keeps bringing me back for some reason.
I hope my VTubing model gets done before the 23rd. I still may do it anyways.
How's that going?
So you know what happens on the 23rd?
What?
The Real Game Awards.
Oh wow.
I want to stream it with people.
Is that the Steam ones?
Oh no, that's the one that Stuttering Craig did. The grifter.
God. I can't believe that people would pay him.
We're gonna make such a big joke out of it. It's gonna be great. And
Doesn't he kind of look like that cartoon? You know, like the cartoonish devil with like, the pointy chin and like pointy nose stuff, like had sex with a scarecrow and made Stuttering Craig.
Maybe.
Next time you
I
see him,
don't.
just picture a scarecrow and a cartoon devil, and that's what he looks like.
I'll be streaming it in here, and we will be streaming it on Twitch and Twitter. That's what I'm
Besides
doing. Twitch and
Blab,
YouTube.
who's he doing it with?
Well, with other White Ring grifters. Hold on. Let me go to the Real Game Awards site real quick.
Oh, is he doing it with that dude with the long black hair, razor fist?
I think he's on the board.
Ugh. I can't stand that dude.
Here's who's all on the board. Stuttering Craig, D-Day Cobra.
I don't know who that is.
Cabrutress, the guy who did the DEI thing. Mark the Cyborg. Mark the Cyborg.
I assume the chick with the orange hair.
Maybe. They haven't announced anyone else.
And then the little petite blonde. I'd be surprised if Razor Fist isn't on there. Anyway, from all that I shared, you see why it's awkward with the nuclear family being together.
Yeah, no, I understand. I mean, family, like I said, family can be rough. It really can, and it sounds like, but to say the least, it seems like you're very level-headed, all things considered, and that don't stoop to their level. I guess you could say. I mean,
that was the thing. Like, I worked a lot. I held 2 jobs and I went full time at one of them in high school and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be home and stuff. So, and this is not me tooting my own horn or whatever. I'm lucky that I am intelligent the way I am, that I can figure things out.
Right.
I think I did figure out how to do like really, really fast notes on lone hero. I'm sorry.
No, it's just that, like, my dad and I, like, it's like kind of tough, like in a different way, because he he's very blue collar, and I'm the first person to I don't like flex like educate my education or like my profession like that because I don't believe in that. And I've dated more men that haven't gone to college than have. Like I did it for me, right? But like he's one of those people, and my sisters too, where like it's that like them versus us, what do they know, people like white collar kind of thing, and like when we're around, like I have to walk on eggshells. Like if I say one thing, I'm like, oh, you think you're better on this kind of thing. Like it's very, it's hard. So
Well, like just for the like you sharing that you basically had to play mediator for your family member that was causing a problem and more or less sacrificed your ability to be able to say bye to your grandma and also other people. That shows a level in at least in my opinion, of selflessness, of putting yourself before others and basically, going, okay, I don't want to have, just because this family member is acting up, I don't want other people to have to suffer for this other family member. So I'm going to try to play, even though it probably took a lot out of you and why you had to more or less leave early, but you sacrificed your chance to say goodbye ultimately for other people. And that, that's in my eyes, solid character
my
or
family, my aunts was like all my aunts were there, and
yeah.
a couple of my cousins. Yeah, no, it's just like and I
But that
don't
mean,
blame my family for that. I blame that specific aunt, and I will hate her the rest of my life because she robbed me of my last goodbye. And it was her. Nobody
yeah.
else was not getting along or anything like that. Oh, and let me tell you guys, I was so fucking mortified, absolutely mortified. The person in the room next door had just died. The family's like crying in the fucking hallway, and this fucking banshee is screaming her head off about, that she feels disrespected or bullshit, whatever. Like, it was just, I was fucking mortified.
Yeah, it's, but yeah, I mean that to me, I mean, shows a lot of character. I mean, I don't know how many people would outright do that.
Well,
For
after I chased my mother and sister out of the room, she turned on me, and I was like, calmly, like, this isn't the time or place. And she turned on me, and she was like yelling and screaming. I didn't do any of that. Security came in. They saw that I was trying to calm, and the supervisor, I spoke to the supervisor. So I showed that, like, she was the issue. And then they have like a family room. I'm in a family room, and one of my aunts, so two had stayed in trying to calm her because she was still yelling after I left. I went into the family room where one of my aunts and one of my cousins, my mom and sister, and it's like, she's still there. My mom and sister wanted to go back, and I was like, no, I will take care of this. Just stay here. And I went and talked to the nurses and supervisor about how to, like, said, my father's not here. He's going to be here within the hour. He has power of attorney. How does he create a ban list? Da, 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 da. And so that way they didn't restrict like 2 visitors at a time situation. I talked to the supervisor and straightened everything out, said it was just her. And if she's banned, there would be no issues or anything. Like, I made sure like everything was fine. And then went to the car to drop me off, and I called my father because he was gonna get pizzas for everybody. And I'm like, okay, you have to go into the security desk, which is right as soon as you walk in. I'm like, you have to create a ban list. You have to put Miriam on it, then leave because we didn't want them crossing paths. Then go get the pizzas. and they'll already have security escort her out by the time I get back. I literally did a whole project management plan to keep everything calm on my way to the airport.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that what you basically do for work though? Like just, and in so many, in simple terms.
I don't usually have do with family, but
right.
dealing with conflict and disagreements, yes, and it's sad to say people I've had things where it turned into people yelling and screaming or having a nasty moment and things like that, and have to try and pull them back and everything, and have to deal with yes, that's sadly part of what I do, but I shouldn't have to do it.
Right. At least not when you're in that situation. You shouldn't have to.
When I just want to say goodbye before I get on a plane, because I can't, because my nuclear family, we were it was breaking down. The patience was breaking down. It's just like you said, it was a complicated week.
Well, as you know, and obviously we're here. I'm glad you've been able to get out some of the stuff. Here. We're here for you.
Oh my god, zombie.
What? I didn't do anything.
What zombie do?
Wasn't me.
Oh.
Wasn't me.
So much not getting out. It's more just I'm still
Black sheep.
doing the mental gymnastics of
Black sheep.
unpacking.
Is Black sheep there? Black sheep, you dead?
What up?
At the end of the day, though,
Look in the side chat.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, though.
Oh my god.
Alrighty, I got
it doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wow.
Oh.
Holy shit.
That's all. It just doesn't change things. And just sucks.
Oh my god.
I'm the one who paid overall.
Yeah, but for you paying, you were able to make it so others didn't have to.
Yeah, it doesn't make me feel good.
Yeah, but you still did it probably without hesitation, or just because of your nature, from what it sounds like.
I did it because I just defaulted doing it. It doesn't make me feel better. I'm not a person that's takes comfort in that, and I don't believe in brother's keeper, and I don't believe in being the bigger person. The end. I lost. Everybody else gained. It sucks for me. It's the story of my fucking life. Damn.
God damn, Black Sheep. How many notifications you want to give me?
But it sounds like I'm a very good person in that story, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, but I would think that regardless, even I think you're a good person regardless. You've been a part of this community and for almost a year. So, and I know I haven't spoken with you personally, a lot, but I've seen what you've done for the community and for just being here for everybody. And so yeah. That's and how other people speak and how other people talk about you. I mean, you know, so that
I don't know.
indicates
Some
to me.
people were really, really nasty about me.
Well,
the
You've been
Saturday
hanging out
before
with your
last.
cool new friends.
But that's
Oh,
their
actually,
issue.
yeah, some of them like a therapist, and actually, they consider me like very like grounded and all of that. What a surprise!
Yeah, I mean, you know, your character speaks
The
for itself.
voice of
So you can eat shit out of my fucking
well,
ass.
wouldn't it be great to get that back the other way?
Want some ass eating?
Mm.
Well, I hear how people have talked about you, you know, kindly, and it doesn't surprise me, is what I'll say. And I'm glad that I'm able to get to talk to you with you more and share more personal things, especially with y'all. I mean, you know, in general, but just you know, it's yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I get that. It's just it just it's not a two-way street.
Right.
But that's like that's
it,
that's like so.
it rarely is when you have like you know, the from what it sounds like, it seems like you've grown up with it being a one-way street to other people, and you've just kind of adapted and have let things happen. But in return, you know, I mean, I can't speak for this, but I would imagine, you know, I'm someone who tends to believe in karma, where if you do good and put good out in the world, good comes back around. It may not be.
I hate when people say that. It is a pet peeve.
I'm sorry.
No, really. It's just something people say to make like other people just like, simmer
I
down.
don't know, Robo. I mailed something out to a friend, and then on the way home, I found $3 on the ground.
No.
Well, you know what? That's like $1.30 more than you're worth. We've gone over that.
Damn.
No, it's a
Damn.
joke with
Why
Luca. He gets it.
send me monster fuck?
No, it's the
Damn.
joke with
What?
me buying the chair
Yo,
on
Mike, what
sale.
am
I
I
said this is
eating?
what she's worth.
Hey, I'm eating a.
Luca,
Luca
why did
knows
you
the
send me the
joke.
monster fuck?
I am watching.
I know.
You what?
Shout out, bro.
Luke and I have become good friends, so
hey, buddy, you're up and awake
I would never say
really,
that to somebody else.
really long
When are
time. Good.
Alright, so are you still playing that one thing?
It's good to see you.
What thing?
You said about something about a meetup.
Yeah, I'm watching the YouTube comments. It's just
it hasn't been on my mind of late. Sorry.
Okay, I understand. I was just asking if there's any updates with it.
Yeah,
with my grandmother,
chat and then bother.
Sorry, it just hasn't been.
Oh, it's all fun.
I will say though, when when Jay brought me on, not last Saturday before we had our little thing, I wanted to settle that in private. He kept like pushing me to go on or whatever. Some people were being very, very mean to me in the chat.
Yeah, I saw that.
And through the mobile app, you can actually go back and like read the whole chat.
That's exactly why I need 100.
Yeah, people were calling you
totally
rich and
did.
stuff.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
like that
incredible.
at all. I thought that was very disrespectful. And not to I don't know if I should say my opinion on it, but that it's not a bad I don't think it's bad
It wasn't. He
necessarily.
never like talked to Jay again. It was.
What I was.
It was a tiff.
Yeah. Well, I guess
Hell
what I'll
yeah,
just
bro.
briefly say is I understood where you were coming from
Thanks
because
for
I can
keeping the tab
understand
up.
that when you
I
have a
appreciate you,
inside
bro.
joke with a group of people that you're
Thanks for
close
coming
with
and saying hey.
and it's spread out elsewhere, it I can understand the feeling of it not being received, it's received differently. So
I know, I joke around
that's
and call my one friend a pedophile all the time, but if I make that joke in here, then people might actually think I'm being serious.
Well,
yeah. But
that was
that's all
also
I'll speak
Jay's
to
first
it.
time in that voice chat. I have been there for a while. Like it's
This is
it,
ridiculous.
it
When it's
was
got to like
it doesn't land the
side
same,
one is what
and that was it.
Yeah.
Really, I just wanted an apology
I really want to get this
that
dodge.
I hadn't gotten. That's what I was mostly upset about. But
fucking
neither,
good.
he apologized. We moved past it. Like we're still friends. It's not enough to
What's
like
up?
fucking like
Max.
have a falling out. It's not. It's not.
Max?
Yeah.
It's not.
Someone's
That
Is that Max?
people have falling outs, and I am friends with Jay, and I am friends with Ones, and that's why I was bothered about not getting an apology because we're friends. If it was less than that, then I wouldn't have been so upset. So between the lines, I was upset because we're friends, not so it's in a way it, it was that it affected a friendship, and they didn't want it to affect a friendship, and that was a good thing. So I've accepted and moved on, and but now what some of the people said in the chat, well, that's a different.
You don't look like YouTube people,
Yeah, and the
bro.
moderators
Like Discord. I'm not even
they
talking.
do a good job of stopping it.
Listening to this.
Oh, really? I figured there was worse then. I know somebody actually did a super chat that Jake like cut it off right away.
Yeah.
I'm just
I don't
chilling
like
at this
what
point.
I don't
with
like,
friends.
is when there's
I'll let them
infighting between,
talk.
of this community. It's like
no, I
we
get
shouldn't,
you, Mike.
I can
Get you. That's why I
understand from a
muted
perspective
Yeah, the
of
only
like
the only people we
talking.
infight with is the locale community.
Talking with
I don't infight with them.
people that at least have a conversation with
No,
guys without needing to feel bad about over talking.
Like I already said, whenever some join here, we're gonna treat them like second-class citizens.
I need to figure out what the fuck to do about this.
I don't
though,
think
because,
you're gonna see as many.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, this has gotten me a little.
Well, server's gonna be on
I need to
lockdown now.
find.
Well, for about a month or so,
We need to
but I
find
think
a
actually,
better
Dicker's Discord will be
Seriously.
Oh yeah,
have a
most
lot of
definitely.
Need a better belt.
They're not gonna
Really
lock that
bad.
shit down. It's like
no, that'll. But I
they're gonna have
didn't.
a handful over there.
But yeah, if I get
And
this
you want to know
done right,
something? No
I'll be able
admins are on
to.
it this time besides Juicy Booch.
I need to be able to get like.
So especially at night, like
Figure out how to get the set extra.
Yeah, that's gonna be a shit show.
13 dexterity.
Well, that's Dicker's because he doesn't want his shit moderated. He doesn't care.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that's the community. I mean, that's what it is. That's why this is different. That's why I think a lot of people are protective of this community because
here, hold on.
And why like even though I didn't know you as well, like people being like, "Oh, who is this bitch?" I'm like, that's completely disrespectful and rude. Like like
I just need to do this.
It doesn't matter.
Let me know if you can't hear me over them.
Is like you're still part of.
You can't hear me over them, then I can actually.
I understand you were wanting to.
No, it makes so I can understand where I need to get my audio biomes to, bro.
Really bothered.
Trust me.
I mean, because I don't know. I guess I'm.
It's always deep conversation here. In some cases, sometimes there's no conversation. I don't use when I'm grinding. When I'm grinding really hard, bro.
To be fair, you were in the chat.
Well, I grind really,
waiting
really
for
hard,
that
dude.
one to come on.
Like,
to be fair.
I don't know, man. I
just-
grind like an
I said
idiot.
one like
I will sit
slight
here and
comment,
not
that
talk
was
for
it.
some
And
reason.
then he was like pushing. He's like,
It's not even like on
"Shouldn't you?"
purpose.
Like I wasn't. He asked 3 times for me to get on, but
Okay,
two,
yeah. I always need.
two of
I
his
always need that
characters, right?
that little bit of
He
extra like
did,
hand help
like,
with hearing that once in
you
a while.
know, he
Appreciate that, bro.
did apologize, and he
Definitely
did
appreciate that.
get it,
100%.
and he didn't like
So,
pull a
good shit. Good luck.
well, I
Yeah,
am
buddy.
a streamer and this and that. Like he didn't do any of that shit. He admitted to it because I do think that it bothered him that it landed the way it landed. So to his credit, he did to his own in front of his own community.
Yeah, and I think that's why he wanted to do it that way. I mean, and maybe why it hit me more is because, I'm not much of a talker. I mean, well, let me rephrase that. I can talk a lot, but I'm very in my own head when it comes to that, because I've, had issues with, my, I don't know, it's a self-conscious thing, or it's a insecurity I have. So I think I related with you more by, I know it's like a joke
Yeah, I do.
amongst friends.
Oh, I know that. I let them chat though. These are my
I think
homies.
that's why
Let them
I
do what they do.
understood, because for it to be
I'm
called out with
doing
people you don't really
with
know,
my
it
like
makes you
thought. Is what I'm doing
I
currently
guess the best
is
way to
like
explain it is
trying
even
to
though it's a
figure out
joke,
how to
is
like
there truth
upgrade
behind it? Like, am I
my
really that bad? And that's the way I would think of it. And I'm not saying that's
upgrade
how
my
you thought of it, but
gear,
that's why I
and
related
I
to what you were saying. Is
don't
because I was like,
know the best way of doing it. You know what I mean by that?
That's, I guess, the best way to explain
Yeah.
it. But that's why it bothered me a lot when
Really,
people
like
were
I'm
being
aiming
completely rude to you.
for.
It's like, well,
Oh, I
If
can
I
take
do
a
this
joke.
cast on
And
critical
I
shit,
take many of
right.
them.
it's like
Right, but I'm saying
not what I
again,
want.
if
And cast on like doesn't do what I
if it's
want
in a
either.
space where
It's the only thing
other
that
people
seems
don't
to
know you,
have
even if they're
a
just
good
poking
effect.
fun,
I'm not
it can be
100% sure, like,
I don't know.
the
I guess
best
again,
way
I'm
getting
saying
my
that's how I
hands
would
on
feel personally.
something.
Like if someone was joking with me,
Yeah,
saying, "Oh,
that'll give me.
you talk too much, Dogster," or whatever, I wouldn't really care because it's amongst you guys. But if someone said that outside, outside of it, I would feel more, insecure about it. Be like, well, do I really talk that much? Am I bugging people with it? Like,
You know what?
I don't know. That's the way that's.
I'm gonna
I
put
did
that right
talk to
there.
Ones in Coco. They really fucked up the voice channels in here.
And
yeah, look how unorganized. Okay, game general chat's up the top. Okay, then gaming, then Jay's room, movie theater, live streams, AFK channel, mod chat, Black Sheeps, and One's COD room.
Yeah.
The AFK channel's in the middle, and for some reason the mod room is in here as well. I mean,
Now,
the mod chat
one thing is
here.
I can't see the stuff that was deleted. So I guess the mods, from what you're telling me, I didn't get to read a lot of the really naughty things.
But
Here's
even
my
still,
thing. I know I got the names of a few of the people and stuff. What is it? And I'm not going to be so nice to them.
well, I don't think you have a reason to be.
No.
I mean,
but now I want to know what other people, because maybe there's other people I should be mean to.
Well,
okay, listen. I am not taking it personal of the nasty things they said. I have pretty good armor, but for my own amusement, which is why I went back to look because I was curious. What horrible things got deleted? You gotta tell me.
Or am I out of here, man? Well, catch you tomorrow, bro. Take care. See you at work. Peace out,
Okay,
bro.
tell me, come on.
I
I don't
honestly
know.
don't. I don't
Dude.
honestly don't remember. I mean, I'll be completely like when that was going on. I think like because I when I'm at work, I have my earbud in, so I didn't really even see the chat. The only real thing I saw was like, who is this bitch? Why is she going on about this? Like, it's derailing the stream. Like that's kind of more what I saw, but I didn't. Outside of that, I didn't see anything like.
I was like, Robo's not a woman. Robo's a taco.
Yeah,
Fair.
yeah. So, but that's if I knew anything else, I would tell you, but I honestly don't.
Well, and I didn't derail it because
Yeah,
Jay
definitely
wanted
have a good night
to
there, Mike.
lay it all out.
You know?
Right.
That was
Enjoy it.
so.
Right.
But
Right. Yeah, I'm just relaying what I remember briefly from what I saw, and it really bothered me a lot.
who is this bitch? That's cute.
Yeah, like that's the one that stuck out the most because I was like, you know, well, yeah.
But
It
There'll
just
clearly
always
people
be
not
ride
from
or
the
die.
community.
Here's the thing: there's always going to be ride or die people. I know that. I'm not stupid.
You ain't
I wasn't
stupid.
born yesterday.
You ain't stupid. We know you ain't stupid.
Yeah. But that's why I was able to relate. And I actually wanted to send you a personal message, but I didn't want to make the situation worse or,
Peace out, Mike. Have a good night. Going back into this. We finally got what we needed.
Here, now that I can talk to you directly, I wanted to say that you had my support and still do. And I would, yeah, but, yeah.
No, I appreciate that. And as I said, it doesn't. If people tell me or send messages like, okay, so.
Well, it just, I don't know. I guess for me, I become very like.
It's the internet. Have a nice day.
well, that's obviously there's that, but like I guess not to get too personally. I pretty much already have, but I was gone for a few months, not because of anything anybody said or did, but I just was very distant for a little bit because I was going through some.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna.
Okay, Fuka.
Alrighty. Have a good night.
All right.
Yeah. Here's the thing, right? Like,
working very little.
I'm not. I don't care if all the people like me. I only care if the people I engage with, and even then, it's selectively even there. I don't. If I walk around worried about who thinks I'm a bitch, well, then I need to get a Xanax prescription.
Hello,
Yeah.
people.
Hey, Gecko.
Hey, Gecko.
No, everybody's allowed to have their opinion, whether it's well informed or not.
Yeah, and I think that's what made me what bothered me is because it's like you don't know the situation. Why are you automatically jumping on Robo when, from what I was seeing, and just from, it seemed like you were trying to distance yourself and make it more of a private thing, like you were saying, and Jay wanted to make it public because he wanted to share like, hey, this is important. I upset someone. I want to make it right, kind of a thing, and that's the way that I took it. But I, for people just to voice oh, whatever. It's just like, okay, well, you don't
Well, then chunk of those are also not part of the Discord community as well.
Yeah.
And look, if we didn't all have the right to be a dumbass, I wouldn't be here.
That's true.
A lot of
And
people wouldn't be here.
you know, to circle back to what I'm saying, like, or what I was saying is like, you know, I was gone for a little bit, but coming back to the, you know, coming back in and actually like joining the VCs and talking with y'all and like being a part of everything, it's really helped with my depression as of late. And I know that sounds like whatever because y'all are basically strangers, but at the same time, I think that y'all are very important and good people, and I feel comfortable sharing things with everybody. So it's like it helps with my mental health, and that's why I think this community means a lot to me, and why when I see someone, you know, especially someone like you, Robo, who, you know, has been a part of this community for basically the whole entire time, um, and they're like, you know, who is this, you know, who is this bitch, and like, you know, basically talking shit and being rude. It's like, why don't
Yeah,
you
they
just,
probably didn't realize I was a mod in here and on the YouTube chat.
yeah, or just, I mean, but I don't know. I guess that's my 2 cents, and that's why I'm.
Well, I appreciate it. Don't think that I don't, but
No, I know you do. I know you do.
I can assure you that, you know, the not everybody's opinion uh deserves consideration.
Right.
That's a good way to say it.
Yeah, that is true.
Everybody has the right to their opinion, but whether or not that opinion has any merit is a completely other thing entirely.
Now, I really don't
Because
care if
in
they
all
Like that old
honesty,
saying, everyone
Let's-
has an opinion. Just like everyone has. What's the old saying? Everyone has an opinion.
Oh yeah, opinions
No,
are
so
like assholes.
assholes an opinion. Everyone has one, but some people know how to wipe theirs better.
you know, if for instance, hypothetical, let's say it was Jay addressed it and it was the majority of this community that is in like the voice chat, or even just like just does the regular or whatever and stuff like that, a lot of those comments wouldn't have been there.
Right.
And whether or not someone is a mod you should have the same level of respect for another person that you want them to treat you with. Even if you disagree with them, you don't have to be a complete dick about it.
100%. 100%.
I don't stay up at night worried about all the opinions.
Right, because then you would drive yourself crazy. I mean,
Yeah. You can have a conversation with someone and disagree with them, and in fact, some of the most productive conversations I've ever had have been with people I disagree with.
Oh well, then I must be like in the top 5 of
No,
people.
you're not even fucking close to it.
Number 6.
But we do have good conversations. I won't disagree with you there. But yeah, if you're a sensitive little shit and you get butthurt over somebody disagreeing with you, then you shouldn't be on a platform like Discord to begin with. Your sensitivity is entirely too high to be in a community where people actively share their opinions and freely expect that we're all adults and we can be respectful even in disagreement.
Well,
Yeah, I'm just
and
butthurt
to
from
that,
hearing you saying
and
that.
to the,
I'm just joking.
no, but even actually, to add to that, you guys, we've had discussions, debates, and disagreements, stuff like that. I don't think you guys have ever seen me uh lose my shit and
No, I could
take my ball and
honestly
go
say
home.
no. I'm not.
No, I am.
I'm always here, and I've never seen you ever get to that point. I've seen you come in here and actually have fucking heart to hearts and shit, and like let let you
There's only one instance that I can remember where you showed anything beyond mild annoyance, and yeah, to be completely honest, it was a fair take.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yo, Bobo.
Because I
Robo
knew it
Taco.
wasn't going to lead to anything. And
Go,
sometimes
Bobo.
you have to call it and say,
Oh, go ahead.
we gotta stop.
Dude, Bobo
Because that's what adults do.
Taco.
What's that?
You have like a voice that could be for like you telling a spooky story for real, like a narrator.
Well, considering I've got
Like
a face for radio,
you'd be a perfect like storytelling, like if you were reading like a horror story or something like that.
Well, at
Considering
work,
I've
I
got a
tell horror
face for
stories, but
radio,
like
I have
my
a voice to
projects are
go
annoying
along with it.
shit. Those are work horror stories.
I've
No,
shared
I'm
some.
being serious. Go ahead.
I've shared some good stories with Jay that he's told me flat out I need to write down.
You should. Take Jay's opinion. Remember when he was talking the other night? Every time he gives his opinions to somebody, it always turns out good.
Oh, no doubt. I've got a lot going on that I don't have a whole lot of focus on creative endeavors at the moment.
I hear you. How you doing today, by the way?
I'm doing fine. Today was actually one of my better ones in a while.
That's good to hear.
Glad to hear that, man. Yeah.
You tend to get some decent sleep when you mix a quarter bottle of whiskey with painkillers, so there's that.
You mix whiskey and pancakes?
Whiskey and painkillers.
pancakes. Yeah,
Pancakes.
pancakes. 100%. He's correct, right? Pancakes.
Yep, pancakes.
Pancakes. It's definitely
Whiskey and
pancakes.
pancakes. Yep,
Whiskey and pancakes, everyone.
That's code.
Actually, there is a thing about with whiskey and vanilla. I can see that on pancakes.
Well, there's also a thing with whiskey and painkillers. I mean, if you look back at the 18th and 19th century, laudanum was a thing, and that was just opium and whiskey. Of course,
But you can't compare their stupid science to today's science.
no, it's been known for a couple of centuries now that alcohol intensifies the effects of opioids. And I don't
And a lot of people also get addicted and overdose.
I've been on painkillers for over 5 years.
I was talking about laudanum.
The addiction has already sailed. Yes, there is a physiological addiction to the medications, and the only reason that I would say I'm not addicted, I'm dependent, is because there's still a physiological need for it because I've got chronic injuries that cause pain. If there was no need, I would just be an addict. But I drink slowly. I don't just start off chugging. I drink, engage my response, and then I'll drink more. And that half a bottle took me about 3 or 4 hours to get through because if you just take in a bunch of it and it hits you, it could be a very bad thing. It's not a safe practice. But after 5 years, I've kind of figured out an equilibrium to it.
Well, I'm gonna be heading to bed. I gotta get up and take care of something from an urgent care tomorrow. It's not bad. I'm gonna be totally fine. It's minor stuff. But I gotta get up and get ready for that. So I'll talk to you guys later. But it was nice sharing. It was nice hearing from you, Robo, and talking with you and getting to know you more.
Yeah, I'll be around. I wasn't around
So
last week because of my grandmother, but I'll be around. Not, I don't know about when, like totally, like beforehand. It's kind of my mood, but I'm around.
That's
all
understandable.
right. Well, and you know that you could always DM me if you need to talk or want to just bullshit about anything. Same with any of y'all.
Hell yeah.
I'm always here. So
Always
you guys have a good
appreciate
night.
you, Doc. Have a great night, buddy.
I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you
Hell yeah.
for listening to me, and yeah, I appreciate y'all. Good night.
You have a good night.
Night.
You do as well.
Good
Night,
night.
guys.
Oh, I thought.
Sorry, guys, I was complete silent last time. I am in a lot of pain.
I hear that, buddy.
I couldn't even
That's all right.
talk.
What kind of pain you got going?
More like nerve pain in the legs, like a phantom pain, worse than I would ever imagine. I was screaming
Like
at the top of my lungs.
Like sciatica nerves?
He's a quadriplegic.
Paraplegic.
Paraplegic. Sorry.
It's all right.
So yeah, chronic pain's a thing.
Yeah, and I'm gonna call and see if my mom can actually answer this, even though it's almost morning time for when she gets up.
Sorry to hear about that.
Need more Tylenol. It's been 4 hours, actually 5 hours since I had my last Tylenol, 2 Tylenol. I'm supposed to have it every 4 hours. 2 Tylenol. Or the diazepam or the not oxy, I don't know which one it is, but it's not the illegal or the harmful one.
Oxycodone.
Yeah. It's the one that deals with a lot.
Yeah, it's like it's a strong like.
Yeah.
Prescription.
Prescription, yeah. And the pain's when it gets to that far, it's like oxycodone is like really, really powerful, as much as powerful as morphine, or even better. It helps me with my sleep, and it wore off about 5 hours ago.
Damn.
So is your pain kind of like sciatica nerve in a way, or is it worse than that?
It's only in the legs, so I would say it's a irritation and kind of painful.
It's probably related to the sciatic nerve because that runs along the length of the legs, and it joins up to it forks at the around the tailbone to travel down the legs. So
Okay.
it's a fairly large nerve cluster.
Yeah, because I have
you're right.
4 degenerated discs, and I get sciatica nerves going down both legs, and that shit's not fun, man. There's time where it's fine, but then there's time where like you're hollering, like he was saying.
Yeah, there's probably quite a bit more involvement considering the extent of his injuries, but it's probably related to it.
That's crazy. I'm sorry you're going through that, man. I know the feeling. It sucks. You know what helps with those kind of pain is turmeric and ginger tea.
Really?
Yeah. I have a lot of turmeric drinks, either tea or juice, honey, and honey
It's an
and turmeric.
anti-inflammatory. That's why.
Yeah, it helps fight anti-inflammatory, like Zombie said. So it'll help you a lot, man. Like a lot.
I hope it works in the meanwhile because I'm having intense pain right now. I'm using the stress ball to diet down a little.
It's not gonna happen right away, but if you take it every single day, eventually it'll work because your nerves will start relaxing. It'll calm down slowly, but if you do it every single day, then you'll start feeling relief a lot more. Trust me, I've been doing this for the past like 5 years, and like I said, I have like 5 discs with deteriorated disc disease, so my bones grind.
Black cherries are good too.
Yeah, he's right on that, and blueberries.
I'll start with blueberries and cherries.
Yeah, black cherries. It has to be black cherries, not red cherries.
Oh, black cherries. Okay.
Yeah, because it's got the anti-inflammatory. It's what they used to give people for gout.
Legitimately.
Yeah, black cherries only come during the summer, right?
Well, you should be able to get imported. Costs a bit more, but you should be able to get them all year round.
I eat a lot of bananas. Well, not the type that gets you constipated. It's when it's ripe when it gets you constipated. But I eat like the normal type of bananas,
It's
and that helps with my skin.
When the skin is a bit black. Yellow and black is when you're supposed to eat bananas.
Yeah.
Never eat a green banana.
Yeah.
It tastes like shit anyways when you eat a green banana. It just the flavor is
Yeah,
weird.
it's underripe as well.
Yeah, and the thing is, bananas more for like fiber and stuff, but you need something more like inflammatory. Yeah, I can't say it right.
Inflammatory.
Anti-inflammatory.
Anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, you need something like that, man. Like and honey is number one. Like raw honey, you want raw honey. Don't get just any honey. You gotta have like raw honey because you don't want like that bullshit.
Another good
Cheap.
thing about honey is if you source it locally, it can actually help with allergies.
Yes, you're right on that too.
It's got to be
100%.
sourced locally though, because if it's made with pollen that's foreign to the area, it's not going to help you.
Yep.
I heard that honey is like one of the only foods out there that doesn't have like an expiration date on it. You can like store it forever.
No, it doesn't have an expiration date. You can rehydrate dehydrated honey crystals and it'll be just fine. They've actually had samples of honey that have proven to be entirely edible that were buried with the pharaohs in several of the excavated Great Pyramids.
Well, there you go. You put them in your fallout shelters and you're done. Set.
Yep.
It also doesn't spike. It also doesn't spike your blood sugar nearly as much as processed sugars do.
Yeah, it's natural sugar.
Yep. And if you're ever sick, if you put honey with garlic in a container with red ions, um, you leave it like in a dark space and room temperature, and then you use it when you're sick, you'll feel much better too.
Honey is probably about the closest thing that you could get to a perfect food in terms of the overall health benefits, the longevity, and the vast variety of things you can do with it.
Yeah, you get cuts. You put honey on it.
Good.
Yeah, I've
You
actually
could actually do that.
I've actually had post surgical meta honey applications to help speed up the wound closure. It so yeah, I can tell you firsthand that it works fucking incredibly for that.
I'm trying to think of other things that can help you with the inflammatory.
Now,
There's other things. I have a list at home.
honey is a natural antimicrobial agent, and it speeds up healing because of the collagen that's in it. But they've used honey as a uh, a medicinal agent for thousands of years. In fact, if you look at the Battle of Agincourt, when future King Henry the fourth, I believe it was, took an arrow to the face, they actually used a mixture of honey and wine uh, uh, applied to a long strip of linen. They wound it up and they inserted it into the area until John Bradmore could develop a tool to get the arrowhead out that had become separated from the shaft. And the guy invented the Bradmore screw, took the the arrow out, and uh, the young Prince Henry
You need
lived.
your own show on the History Channel.
Yeah, he lived another 20 years after the fact.
I think I
mean,
heard about that.
I definitely
some
did.
some people might find it controversial, and I'm not talking about THC, but my grandmother, she had really bad arthritis, like really bad and stuff, and they make like cream, like lotion with CBD in it, and a lot of people find that it really, really works. It really worked for her.
Yeah, I've heard about the CBD cream. Yeah.
CBD
It
is
doesn't have any THC. It's not like that. There's nothing in it like that.
cannabis oil has legitimate medicinal value.
Yeah, they do that. Like they make like even for like older animals that are suffering from like some arthritis and stuff. They make like dog treats and CBD oil that like you would just put like a few drops in their water bowl kind of thing. But they actually do
Guys,
make
am I in
a
the
lotion
wrong
that you just put on
for
your
replying to someone in the meme chat?
What?
Unless they've said something outrageous or breaking any rules.
They posted a picture. What happened to gaming? What's in game AAA companies day? Maybe if I used one of the beloved franchise and hire a DEI consulting firm to help me uglify the character.
Where the hell in the meme chat though?
And tell them if you don't, if this game is not for you, don't buy it. My game will sell millions of copies. And so I replied back critiquing it, saying I think there's more games that more great games that DEI companies were involved with than bad ones. Besides the one that Sweet Baby Inc. worked with, like Playdate/indie games, is the main Sweet Baby Inc. main clientele. I think a lot of them did sell millions of copies. The only reason Alan Wake 2 didn't sell more was because it was locked on the Epic Game Store.
I mean, the guy's clearly being an asshole, so I don't really feel bad about you critiquing the shit. Just know that it's probably not going to do any good.
Yeah.
Ban.
I mean, there is woke games though, but I don't think to the extent that people think.
If they didn't think they could make money off of it, they wouldn't fucking do it.
They don't make money off of
it. Well, that doesn't stop them from thinking they will. You know, most of the games that are coming out now, they have a 6 to 8 year development cycle. So they're just now getting to the point where they're seeing the negative consequences of going down that rabbit trail. And a lot of the games that are still yet to come out that are, yeah, in the near future going to be released, they're far too far along in their development cycle for them to just drop everything. So yeah, they're probably going to still release them and hope that they can at least recoup some of the money that's been expended. Now, in
I'm
5
sure the
years,
modern
if they're
audience
still
will play it.
coming out, I would have to say, yeah, they're just being stupid.
Yeah, and, and Sweet Baby Ink is just a glorified text writing for audio logs and stuff like that company. Besides if they did something more, like if you ever notice, and like I really appreciate rewrites for to like saying this shit. If you ever notice, like when it comes to, like looking at the thing, it just is so vague. Script writing for what?
Is
It,
that
it,
that
it
that
it's because they fucking write like transcripts and audio logs and like stuff you find in like Ubisoft games that are just like tucked away that you can just read over. Unless it says that they did more than that. Like there's a few things that they did full development on. Like then yeah, they did more than that. And stuff like very vague like sensitivity readings, that doesn't mean anything. It's just like they did a sensitivity reading for them. That's what they hired to do. Doesn't mean they followed it.
Hello.
No,
Welcome.
there is. There are companies they hire consultancy firms going, okay, what do you think of this? Like, are we missing something? Like it's very common, like, because outside looking in, they can see something that internally you just couldn't see, right?
Yeah, I mean,
But
like
then
for
there's
Alan Wake 2, like the studio is like based over in fuck. It's where's Remedy from? Hold on. Remedy is based in. Hold on, I'll tell you here. 1 second.
well, I was going to use Ghost of Tsushima as an example, right? That that was not a Japanese studio, but they hired consultants and stuff like for like
What?
history and things like that, to make sure that they stay on point, didn't have anything that would offend the culture and stuff like that,
Oh yeah.
and it was came with rave reviews from Japanese reviewers and stuff like that. So
What like for example, I was gonna say about Alan Wake 2, where how they hired consultant firms because they were featuring a black character in the game, and the person that wrote it, Sam Lake, he's not black. So I'm pretty sure they wanted to get some stuff right with it.
I think that's like a little more. I didn't play the game, but like some of the stuff though does go like too far, right? Like it's there's a happy medium, but there are some games that go too far. Like Veilguard is a good example. Went it went into crazy town. You know,
I don't
you know,
think any. I don't think any. I don't think. I don't think Sweet Baby or any other consultant firms was involved with that game.
no, I'm just saying like there's a happy medium, but that's a good example of a game that went way too full tilt. They didn't need one. The whole fucking studio was Sweet Baby in and of itself. There's a happy medium, and it's, you know, the pendulum can swing one way and the pendulum can swing the other, So I'm not a fan of DEI. I have my issues with DEI, but the thing is like there's nothing wrong with asking someone outside looking in of like, because when you write something, you write it in your head, in your voice, you know the context, like asking
This
third
game needs
party
more
coming in,
Australians.
going, is the context coming out, right?
Yeah, and also, like a lot of people don't know this, but Sweet Baby Inc. did a lot of more stuff than just consulting. You know, they did full development of games, they did writing, they did all that stuff. So these
They were
developers
also
got caught
cold
up in it
nasty
too.
Jesse Jackson shit too. Like specifically Sweet Baby Inc.
Oh,
is a bad
I disagree with the company as a whole. Like, we don't run our assets, but like, to be honest, they put out all the games that they were involved in. To be honest, more of them were good to like, or it's like great than bad.
Yeah, like you said, it depends on their level of of involvement.
Yeah.
You know,
You probably find the ones that the games that were good just have like a pride flag or something, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Why's your volume so low?
Anyways, I'm gonna go
My
back
volume.
to bed. I just saw that in the meme chat when I accidentally clicked on it, so I like replied to the guy. Anyways,
I raised the
I'm
volume.
going to head to bed now.
Is my
Good night.
is my volume really low?
it's fine
Yeah,
for
it was
me.
on
Better for
yours.
me.
I just
You sound
altered
loud to
the
me.
I just altered the slider on yours and put it more towards the high side. But
I
yeah,
moved the mic to closer as well.
yeah, that's better.
Well, I hear you guys all clear because you guys go straight to my hearing aids.
You know,
Well, that's fancy.
at the
Well, Jay was
end of the
talking about it
day,
the other night.
it shouldn't, in my opinion, I don't like things being like, you know, drilled in games and other things and stuff like that. But there is like, if it's there and it's not like taking the spotlight, it's fine. I don't care. It's when it's being hammered in that it's a problem on all different, topics.
Cat's
Are you
example
talking
of that
about when
dust spawn game.
they're putting like woke shit in like games and movies and stuff?
It's if it's there to be there to check a box.
Fuck that.
And it's being like highlighted, I don't personally like that. If it's, it should have flow, but that's just me.
I agree with you. I don't like things that shoved down in my face. But if it's there, it's there. You know, it doesn't bother me. But if it's like you're trying to change my opinion or make me eat this, whatever they're trying to do, yeah, that's not cool.
It's agendas don't belong in a game.
Yep.
That doesn't mean you can't have a character in a game.
True.
There's a difference.
I like playing all types of characters and games and stuff. I don't care as long as the story is good and the game mechanic is good. All that matters.
Well, I mean, having an agenda isn't necessarily a point of failure for a video game. I mean, yeah, there are a lot of things that are widely agreed upon as legitimate issues, like yeah, just coming out of left field with it. Yeah.
And
if you look
Veilguard
at
is a very good example of
if you look at Grand Theft Auto and they decided to implement, police brutality and qualified immunity topics, that fits with the genre.
yes, agreed. But then you have like Veilguard, right? That was really, really shoved down people's throats.
Yeah, that game's going to fail miserably. That's going to be a Saints Row level failure.
You know, and that was the problem that people had. Like, what does this have to do with the adventure? It didn't.
Well, here's the thing too. So you gotta remember, these companies that make these things, they still make money because there's like a corporation that pays you even to become this way. And so even if they lose money from the consumers, they still get money from somewhere else. You get what I'm saying? So that's why they do this.
You know, but I mean, that's like the difference of like, is it part of the story, or is this an agenda you're shoving in and forcing people to play through that don't want to? You know, you want to rah or something or whatever. That's one thing. It's another of forcing others to play through your agenda. It specifically talking about video games.
You guys want to
Yeah.
hear what I did?
Let's see it.
Sure, why not?
I got Mastery and Apprentice and Journeyman for Taylor and Forrester.
Nice. Correct.
It only took 8 hours.
Get tedious.
You know, but that's like an example I can think of is like Destiny 2. They do have these two characters that, I don't know, they're both gay and love each other and stuff like that. But it's not it's not like out of left field. It's not, you know, it doesn't, you know, they incorporated their love story in seasonal content, but, you know, along with another thing that was going on and stuff, you know, it didn't feel like, you know, it was like shoved. Like, I thought it was done well, you know. It's how it's gone about, you know. That's just my opinion of it.
You don't make furniture like this?
Which is really quite a surprise because Bungie is very woke, but
I made furniture like this. I'm in light too. Okay.
I made myself some mac and cheese, cheesy jalapeno flavored.
Did you put ketchup and mustard on it?
No, the fuck?
Sounds like something you'd do.
I had that before.
It's pretty
I
good.
had that. I like the regular Cheeto ones. I'm not into spice.
I love spice.
Wait, processing obsolete. I need wood shavings. I need 200.
You know, there's been games in the past that were like offensive to be offensive, and people called those out back in the past and stuff too. I mean, and there's been games where, like, so the first BioShock, right? I fundamentally disagree with their take of objectivism, but it's a great game and I had a great time doing it, even though I fundamentally disagree with their take. You know, but it was that story, you know. It's when it doesn't fit that it's the problem.
I don't remember much of BioShock. I just remember how cool the game mechanic was.
The first game was very critical of objectivism. It was drenched in
I
even
probably
to
didn't
the
notice.
main characters' names.
You know, to be honest with you, a lot of times I don't even pay attention to the names of the characters in the game. I just look for like brutality and like how hard the game's gonna be for me and what's
If you
challenging.
aren't familiar with Ayn Rand, you is likely you may not have picked up on that.
Nah, I didn't. And I think when I played the first BioShock, I was like stoned out of my mind anyway. So I just kind of like I just remember it was cool to electrocute people and how they overreact to electricity. But
The third game, it was tackling American exceptionalism, and I didn't think that they did a good job with it, but the game was really, really, really.
I couldn't get into the third game. You're talking about BioShock Infinite, where it's all like cartoony looking, kind of.
I have that and I still haven't played it.
Yeah, I played it for like I think 30 minutes, and I was just like, eh.
No, it's a fantastic.
I'll take your word
But
for it.
but that's what the BioShock games are. They didn't make BioShock 2. BioShock 2 went completely the other way, complete opposite, full tilt of objectivism. But I didn't actually play the second.
So
I actually
BioShock
enjoyed the second one
2,
the most.
BioShock 2, you get to play with Big Daddy, right? Isn't
Yeah.
that the big thing? Yeah. Yeah, I like that one. That one was cool. Wait, are there 4 BioShocks, or
No.
is that just in my head?
No, there's only
Three.
3. I'm posting
But
something
they're
in
gonna make
general
another
chat.
one, right? Isn't it supposed to be like BioShock? Like, there's supposed to be another one, right?
The DLC to BioShock Infinite is really standalone. It takes place right before the events of BioShock 1.
Still so
Oh,
fast.
I hate when they make games before a game. You know, sometimes it bothers me.
With BioShock, it actually makes sense.
Makes sense? Okay.
Hmm.
Because, like, Resident Evil, they made Resident Evil 0, right? And it's just like, come on, dude. Really? I mean, I'm not hating on the game. The game was actually pretty cool. But it's like, you waited until after, like, what was it, 4 or 5 to come out with 0? I think it was 4.
No,
Yeah, after 4.
Zero came out before 4.
Yeah, it came out
No,
before 4.
are you sure? I think it came out after
Yeah,
4.
it's an old game.
No, it's before.
Oh, okay. Because I know it was exclusive to GameCube only. And it was one of those games like you had to control both characters somehow. It was kind of annoying, especially when you fight at the last boss.
So, completely off topic, but I posted something in general chat that I find funny.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're just ignoring you. We're in general chat.
Lately, just general chat, like when you go to main tech channels and everything, and you look in general chat, it's under your thingy.
I'm quickly gonna say thanks for hanging out. Sorry I didn't do much now, but I do gotta go to sleep. It's 5 in the morning. Catch me tomorrow around 1 a.m. or today at 1 a.m. or tomorrow technically. 12:45. I'll be around. In the yeah. All right. Thank you all for hanging out. I'm gonna head out. I gotta go to sleep. Thank you all. See you.